doggy.
The shape of my sister's
Couch
tampon.
potato.
Are
Anyway.
the dogs doing ass to ass right now?
Yeah.
S to S.
It's a little.
What movie is that from?
It's a Requiem for a Dream.
Yep.
Which I can watch like once every 5 or 10 years. I saw that in the theater.
You feel like you've had your ass kicked by the time it's over.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
Like,
it's a proper ass kicking.
I feel like I just had my ass kicked. I need to rest.
Yeah, I think we've talked about it before, but it comes. Used to come in at least at Best Buy. You could buy like the dual pack, and it would be like Requiem for a Dream and Pi. Have you seen Pi? The black and white movie about numerology.
Oh no, I have not seen that yet.
Oh, it's fucking brutal. All right, we should do that as like a 3rd or 4th movie if we have the stamina. But no, Pi is brutal. It's at least as bad as Requiem. I think you probably should actually watch Pi first, because I think Requiem's a little bit.
So I've already seen Requiem a few times.
Yeah. But Pi is really good. It's on my Plex. So if you want to, if you get really hammered one night and want to watch something really fucked up, Pi is on there.
Jared Leto, is that his name?
Could
Jay Leto, something like that.
Be, but it's black and white. You'll know as soon as you.
Oh, not Pi. I'm talking about Requiem.
Requiem. Oh yeah.
The guy the main guy, is in that, and Jennifer Connelly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Super fucked up.
Yes.
So we're live.
Yay!
Speaking of fucked up.
I got this cool can. Look at that thing. That's cool.
Oh, nice
shit.
Wait.
It's like a Dios Muertos kind of.
Yeah. It's a stone.
Stone.
Unavaza. I can't even say it. I can barely read the writing, let alone say it.
Dude's wife is Mexican.
I don't know.
And he can't even read.
I can't. I need her to translate and read it. It's all right. It's cold.
Nice.
Yep.
And it's stoned.
It's got alcohol in it.
It's got alcohol in it. It'll do its job. The beers I had, I didn't have them in the refrigerator. I had them in a cooler that I forgot about from the weekend. So they're just sitting there getting, being warm because the ice is melted. So I forgot to put them in the refrigerator. So I stole one of my daughter's beers.
That's a first.
The other day, Mark, I had a
Reversed.
Belching Beaver beer. It's called High Expectations.
Oh, okay.
And it looks, I want to say it looks kind of like Cheech and Chong, like, smoking.
Oh,
weed
like
kind of
high.
thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
How was the beer? Is it all right?
Oh, yeah, definitely good. Definitely good. Yeah.
Yeah, I like Belching Beaver. It's a fun beer. I love their restaurant. It's pretty good too.
Yeah. That was fun going there.
Yeah, Andrew missed that. He was hungover.
No, we went there before because I thought I went there.
No, not when you were out. We didn't go.
Oh, he went there later. I think he did go there. I
thought we went the
Did he?
next day.
Did we?
Because we ordered food and we had it on the patio out front.
Okay. Maybe we did go there.
Pretty sure we did.
You mean the day we went home?
Not the day that I was like from the night before, but like the I swear to God, one of the nights I think it was the 3 of us at least. I don't remember who else was there, but like we were out on the patio, out on the sidewalk, basically.
No, that was that
was a burger
like a tap room that had.
That was a burger
beers.
bench.
Oh, but they had Belching Beaver there.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah,
Okay,
that was the burger
on tap.
bench. Yeah,
All right,
yeah.
that's right. My bad. All right.
Yeah, it was the day before that. Yeah.
Let me do some shout outs.
Anyway, well, do we do the intro?
Oh yes. Sorry. Yes, thank you. Welcome everybody to the Arcade Hangout. We don't have our music. Jimbo's still making his pizza or a salad or something.
And we're assuming that Orange Whip is going to feed it in over the top of this.
Sure. Totally.
Yeah.
Oh, well, we're a bunch of friends that like to get together once a week and talk arcade machines and multimedia stuff and our little mini 12-inch tall arcade machines that we're still waiting for from Dragon's Lair. And we talk about our gets, our finds, and what we're repairing and what scheming that Carrie and I did.
I think there was a few gets in the last week.
I know.
So
There's
we
some
have-
stories we got to tell.
We got some arcade related stories tonight to tell. So that's going to be fun. So, Jim usually plays a disclaimer here, but basically the disclaimer is if you don't like it, don't listen to the show. Okay, anyway.
Yeah, I think that should be our new official disclaimer. Perfect. That is
Really
it.
is. You've actually made it shorter than the disclaimer that we were crafting.
Yeah, we should record that and turn it into like a 2.5 seconds, and then there we go.
If you don't like it,
if you don't like this, fuck off.
Piss off.
Fuck
Go
off.
away.
Piss off.
And this is the 238th episode, the longest running live arcade podcast.
Longest,
on YouTube,
yes, thank you,
YouTube.
Jack.
Yep.
on YouTube, yeah.
Longest running
Live
live
Live.
arcade podcast on
on YouTube.
the internet. No, what to say the internet?
We're
Someone
like
else
the
is longer than
Viagra
us.
I don't know
of
about
the
the
internet
internet.
podcast.
I'm
Dude, the
pretty
internet's
sure
really
we're-
old.
Well, yeah,
So
they
am
can prove us
I.
wrong.
So yes, I'm
Well,
just
fuck it,
gonna
we'll just
say
take the
it.
claim to
I'm
fame.
just gonna
That's fine.
take it and say
Yeah.
we're the oldest. Hey, if someone else is longer, let us know. Then we'll fight it out. We'll see.
We'll change it to the second longest arcade.
That will be
podcast
second if
live
it's
on
true.
YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we'll keep
Yeah.
riding this pony.
Yeah.
We were
Until
around
we
in
get
the.
too tired
in the-
to do it.
We get,
We
we
were-
get
or
so
we need
much
new livers.
sponsorship money because
We-
of the longest running live arcade
right.
podcast. Yeah.
We were around during the American Online days.
We're pre-COVID.
It took us 5 hours to download one
Yeah, every
Yeah.
show took 20 hours.
pixel, 4
28.
pixels at a time.
14.4. We downloaded this shit before MP3s.
And
We
you
were,
get screen,
we were wave files.
and you get screen grabs from your dot matrix printer
You used to
We
be
were
able to
actually-
download us on Napster.
We were
off your serial
originally
port.
actually an arcade game
Yeah, we
in
were.
the
Yeah.
80s.
We were running 1 frame an hour.
We were 320 by 240, 15 hertz.
That's right.
Prove us wrong.
Yeah, prove us wrong that we didn't do that.
Change your mind.
Non-JAMA before JAMA.
You got podcast. After 20 hours of downloading on your phone modem. Don't answer the phone. Don't pick
Oh,
it up.
Jesus,
I'm
don't pick it up.
downloading Arcade Hangout.
Yeah.
That's right. Our first fan.
Don't pick up that phone. What does it say? I want to ask you guys, since we talk about media too, who has and who has not seen yet the Bill and Ted movie, the new one, Face
I've
the
not seen a
Music?
new one yet.
I've not seen
Not.
it.
Okay, we'll talk offline on that.
Moving right along.
No
I've-
spoilers.
I just watched it last night.
However,
so-
if you do want AOL version 1.1, Clint apparently has the disc somewhere.
Ooh, floppy or
Wow.
Because
Floppy.
I've got some floppies somewhere.
it's
Oh,
already
I
on.
got a floppy too, but I'm not going
It's
to
on
advertise
Keith's Plex.
You're
I
not
don't know if
gonna
you
do
have
it.
Plex, Andrew.
Yeah, I do.
You have Keith's?
Right.
Okay, well,
I
it's
do.
on there. So watch it there. So I'm not going to talk about it. Okay. Anyway.
Yeah, don't talk about it.
All right. So who has arcade gets besides Carrie and I's story? Does anybody else have one?
Well,
Nope.
so last week, I made the comment the day after. I said, some of us on a drunken hangout, we buy Devo hats.
Oh, yeah.
I bought an arcade game.
Oops.
Yeah.
Oopsie.
Probably cost about the same, but go ahead.
Yeah, right. Yeah. So the next day I actually went and got it. So it was originally a Cubert. The cabinet's actually pretty solid, pretty good shape. Has the Gottlieb badge on the coin door. And then it was converted to a Carrie and 34K's favorite game, Time Soldier.
Oh, yeah.
It's a rare specimen.
The best. Yeah, you never see those.
So the marquee says Time Soldier. the
$2,000
sidebar-
board.
Does-
Yeah.
Does the
Yeah.
board serial
Yeah,
number
yeah.
match everything?
Right.
That's the monitor.
But then, I was, buzzing pretty hard. So I failed to read the part where it actually said it had Contra in it. Like, so it was it was this morphed game from Cubert to Time Soldiers to Contra, but it still had the rotary sticks in it and everything. So I was like, well, I might get lucky and it'll have the circuit board in it too. So sure enough, when I popped up in the back before putting it in my truck, the Time Soldiers PCB was actually mounted to the back door, kind of similar to how the Cubert would be mounted, the Cubert board. But the JAMA harness was just kind of hanging inside the cabinet with the Contra PCB just dangling inside the cabinet. Like the most valuable part of the whole machine, pretty much. That Contra PCB is like worth more than everything else I paid. But yeah, so I quickly popped that out and put that in the back seat of my truck and got it home. And yeah, so it's fully working. One of the joysticks, it's like a weird multi-pin connector to do the rotary part of it. They had it disconnected because it was just being used as an 8-way stick.
Oh,
and
that's
so
funny.
I was able to, the harnesses were in there, but I plugged the player 1 harness in, it works. The player 2 harness though, like something's messed up on the bottom of the joystick, like the pins got pushed into the bottom of the joystick or something. I didn't spend much time like tinkering with it. I have extra joysticks like that anyway, so.
Oh, look at
Yeah,
you.
Is
What's that?
Contra a vertical game? Is that
Yeah.
it is?
So it's
Okay,
vertical.
interesting.
It is, which
8-way
is odd.
It's a side-
even though you
yeah,
go to the
it's a
right.
side-scroller.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Yeah.
assumed it was horizontal. I've never
Mm-mm.
played one.
It's really
Yeah,
bizarre
because
that it is.
I was like, wait, Cubert and Time Soldiers are vertical
Yeah.
games, and I was like,
Yep.
and I was like,
vertical.
wait
The
a second.
monitor is
That is so
original. It
bizarre.
has the Cubert screen burn in it. And yeah, I mean, going back a few years,
It's Contra Cubes.
yeah, exactly. One of the games I sold to Grinkers, Steve at Grinkers, I had a Super Contra, and I actually had picked up a Contra board, and I was planning on doing like a 2-in-1 switcher to switch between the two games, but I never got to that part of it. But I wound up selling it with the board to Grinkers. So Super Contra was on the floor last time I saw. But yeah, so anyways, it's a fun game, Contra for sure.
Yeah,
But,
it's so different. I mean, it's similar, but it's so different than the Nintendo version that came out on the console. Just it's a bit of a shorter game, but the animation stuff is so different. Like the guys look so weird when they jump and do their spin. And there's like this animation where their arms are up and then they do their little somersault thing. It's
So a few years ago,
weird.
I brought it to CAX, but I think it was Super Contra. I just had it set as regular Super Contra. And there was 2 guys that played it, I mean, probably like 3 hours or something. I swear I walked by multiple times, over the course of the afternoon. The same 2 guys are playing the game forever. Like they were trying to get all the way through.
Either they suck or they just kept beating
Because
it.
it's not a long game. It's
Right.
I think it's like what 15 minutes if that.
Really? Well,
Yeah,
I guess they
it's
suck
short.
then.
So
They
what
just
I'm
kept
thinking
playing it.
is they kept playing it even though they beat it or something. I bet 'Cause
yeah,
you're only
wow.
allowed to. You can only continue, I think, like a couple times too. You can't keep continuing that game.
Huh. Maybe they were
But-
just restarting to try to get through the whole thing.
Yeah.
They're not continuing.
Yeah, probably because after you run out of those that continue and stuff, it takes you right back to the beginning.
Right.
But it is beatable. It's definitely beatable.
So yeah, the when I flipped the control panel over, they actually spent the time. I was kind of a little bummed about this part, but whoever the operator was, they spent the time to like weld off all what was Cubert, the joystick mount, the through hole for the joystick. They just like welded a plug in there and plugged all the sheet metal holes on there. So because my thought is to try to turn it back to Cubert, but more simplified, like with the JROC. But I would like to have the option to play Mad Planets in it too. So, but yeah, so over the last week, saw someone posted the Rotterdam stick, the original Cubert joystick, which are pretty hard to find. Actually, they're not cheap. So I actually bought one of those off someone, and then just last night, the Gleek posted in our Slack chat that the JROCs had popped up available again at Arcade Shop because they keep selling out all the JROC boards. So I actually did pick up the Cubert JROC board. And
Don't tell Brad.
Yeah, well, I said it in our Slack chat, but yeah. It was probably,
So
I don't know, a couple hours after Gleek said something.
how long do you think it's going to take to be able to convert it back to Qbert? Is that like
Oh.
do you do like many
For
weekends
me,
to do that? Yeah.
this could take me 5 years.
It might just sit in the coin hopper. And...
Yes, but you know, at least I want to just know I got all the parts. Like when I'm ready to do it, I can, you know. But yeah. So I had totally forgotten. I actually already had a repro control panel overlay and the one that goes in front of the control panel. Like I bought those years ago, and so I already had those in my stash. But
So
yeah.
if you take out the Time Soldiers control and you put in a Qbert control, can't you just sell off that Time Soldiers controllers? Aren't there people out there looking for those?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, the Contra board is worth more than I bought the whole machine for.
Ah,
So,
okay.
yeah. And then if I was to sell the controls for the Time Soldiers, that would probably pay for the Qbert stick I bought. So, but yeah, I don't know. And it's already JAMA, so that makes it easier for J-Rock. And then I have yet to tinker with that, but I did buy that from Arcade Shop too. They made a 12-volt knocker to work with the J-Rock board set. Because I guess the original Qbert knocker, I want to say, was like 24 volt.
It's a 30. Yeah.
Thank you, Doctor.
It's a big one. So 12 volt does not hit as hard.
I'm guessing.
Yeah.
You know, you'll
The
still
30 is
get the
proper.
effect, but it won't be as
Proper. Yeah.
as bam. You know.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, and it's kind of crazy because, you know, 2 or 3
30's off
months
the top of my head.
I had a Qbert for 5-6 years or something, and then, you know, my local buddy who owns a arcade here, he really wanted to do a trade with me, so I wound up trading it out. I, you know, hesitant, you know, about it, but I'm like, I'll never get another Qbert again.
No, same way. Yeah.
I
gave mine away to a buddy of mine whose 40th birthday, and that was his favorite game.
Yeah.
So I literally took my fucking gorgeous, beautiful, working 100% original Qbert and gave it to him because it's like one of my best friends. And it was his 40th birthday, and that was the game he was like, he'd come over to my house, and that's the game he wanted to play. And so, surprising that for him for his 40th birthday was,
right.
Special.
But anyway, I'm not going to get another one. So,
No.
I'm in the same boat as you.
I didn't think I was going to get another one. It's kind of, you know, the cabinet's real, but the guts will be pseudo real, whatever. You know, I don't know.
You should just make it a Mad Planets, right? Because that's where the money is.
Mad Planets, yeah.
And honestly, the control panel has already been drilled for the other joysticks and stuff. I'm kind of thinking I'll make it be both the control panel that I have. You know, have to re-drill the Qbert part in the middle and then use the other.
How about you make a multi-panel, put Mad Planets and Qbert?
That's what I'm saying.
Just
And Contra.
Yeah.
That's what I have. That's what I have already.
I want a fold-out steering wheel. So I can
you don't.
Beep beep with a horn on it. Beep beep. Yeah, my way.
But yeah, I've seen actually
play pinball on that shit.
When the J-Rock board was coming out,
I do have buttons on the sides.
The Milestar board, there were some guys on KLV that were like showing these different options of what they'd like to try to do for multi-control panels. And it's like, you can't do all the Milestars in one control panel. It's just too much. This is a trackball for reactor. And then there's 3 Stooges is 3 sticks. And then Krull is 2 sticks. So it's just like, you can't have everything. And then they got the spinner and the flight stick for Mad Planets, the diagonal 4-way for Qbert. It's just, you're not going to get it to work.
It's not a
control panel look like a space station.
Yeah, it's not a Nintendo setup. Yeah.
Right.
Where you can get away with a 4-way stick and a jump and a
Yeah. And so, you know, like
it just looks like a garden. There's all this shit growing out of the control.
And I looked it up. There's a guy on
it looks like a
who
main
actually
cabinet.
made I think 2 different control panels that would cover pretty much all the Milestar J-Rocks. He did it a little bit different than me, but for me, I mainly just want Qbert's cubes and Mad Planets, like with the control panel setup. This is a vertical monitor. And but he did one that was like, I want to say it was Mad Planets and Reactor on the same control panel. So it was like, had the flight stick on the right, the spinner on the left, and a trackball in the middle. So it's kind of like low and out of the way, right? But the one I would do, I think, instead of that would be the Cubert stick in the middle, flight stick on the right, and spinner on the left. If I was to do that, but I don't know if I will. So, anyways, that sums up my last week in anything arcade related. So,
Wow.
yep.
That's a pretty good one.
That's a real good one.
That was a good
No.
that was a good drunken buy.
That's a success story. It's not.
I was pretty stoked, honestly. I did not think I was going to get another Cubert cabinet, but
See, it would have been funnier.
Did you buy
if
that with your poker winnings?
Yeah.
yeah, poker winnings, right?
It would have been a funnier story if you said, I got a Time Pilots. No, not Time Pilots, Time Soldiers and a Z cab, and I could do nothing with it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I'm stuck with it.
Yeah.
And the controllers don't work. Oh.
So,
That's
Bach,
cool.
you and Carrie kind of had a combo
Yeah,
team up deal.
we did a double. We did a double header, and I didn't even intend to. I didn't ask Carrie for help. She just volunteered. So for people that remember from
Loading up those karma points.
last
Yeah.
week's show, we talked about that Facebook Marketplace find for the Atari's Assault, which had the original joysticks and all that good stuff, right? But they wanted $1,000, which I was like, yee, it's a little high for me. And then Gleek came on and he did a price comparison. He said it's supposed to be usually running around $800 or $900 on the market, basically in general. That's still kind of high for me. I don't really want to spend that much, but anyway, Carrie reached out to me and says, hey, I can contact them and I could say that you're gonna pick it up. And let's see, what else did you say?
So last week, because originally when we did it, it was because we thought it wasn't working because there were no pictures of it on.
Oh, that's right. I
Right,
forgot about that
the
part.
whole question was
Yeah.
like, how would it
Does it even
get
work?
forward fit? Does it even work? And so I was like, oh, hey, I'll reach out
Yeah.
and find out if it's working. And this way, at least you'll know before you go in.
Because why would you
And-
take pictures of it with it turned off? You know, it's like, that's just dumb.
They're new.
Yeah.
What are you,
Yeah,
new?
exactly.
So yeah, so that was the
I
setup.
totally
'Cause it
forgot
was,
about that.
yeah, because I was just gonna try to find out if it was working, and then I kind of got caught up in the story.
She got right
and-
in there. And then so Carrie probably explained it better than I can, but she posed as a mother that needs to buy her child a gift for his birthday, and he's got cancer in the hospital. And
Right. It's his dying wish to be able to have an assault game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're extra sweet because it's your stepson, not your real son.
Right,
Just laying it on.
And it's she laid it on thick to this lady. And I was just like getting updates from Carrie and stuff. So she's like, yeah, I'm trying to talk her down. I think I can get her lower. Hold on, I'll get back to you. So a couple of days
$1.
goes
Actually,
by.
can you just donate it to my
Yeah,
dying
yeah.
son?
Free.
Exactly.
Free.
I should have
That's
thought
his,
of
that's his
cancer.
make a
Damn
wish.
it.
Can you just ship that to Children's Hospital? So anyway, Carrie, I think the next part of the story is that you said that she's got to talk to her husband and she's going to get back to me with a price.
Right.
And I said, okay, well, we'll see what she
Yeah.
says. And we weren't sure what she was really gonna say. And I had a number in my head that I'm probably not going to spend more than $600 or $700 on it. And but I go, she probably won't go that low. She'll probably say, like, usually people that are selling stuff like that, they go down like $25 or $50. It's okay, 900 and 75.
I'll throw in some rope.
Yeah. But
I'll tie it to your car. Yeah.
but interestingly, she came back to Carrie and said 700. And Carrie goes, oh, she said 700. What do you want to do? I went sold. I'll take it. Yeah. So, but they did say, Carrie did have to ask about what's wrong with it, because they did say it needs some work. Remember that?
Yeah,
Said
some
that?
fine. Yeah, they said some fine tuning and
Yeah.
yeah,
there was
she-
some
Needs to be
questions
waxed.
about that. Yeah, like what the fuck does that mean?
yeah. What does
So-
that mean? So and
Does that mean
so-
like the
cause-
back
cause-
the back doesn't stand up with the
ShamWow
cabinet,
it.
or the,
Right.
the,
Yeah.
the
'cause I had
monitor is on the floor of the cabinet.
Yeah.
Or,
It had
What does it
actually a
need some
few
work.
It did need
Yeah,
some
and-
work. There was some stuff
The
there.
antenna
So
needs
Yeah, and they
some
they
work.
did send a video.
Yeah,
She
it needs a new light bulb.
Yeah, she said, because I said, is it working? And then she just wrote back yes. And I'm like, oh, one of these, like you have to drag everything out of her. And then when I
Yeah.
asked her about what needed with the fine tuning, and then then I think she had to ask her husband what the specific issue was. And then she said it
Yeah.
had to be started up manually, that the credit button wasn't, or that the start button
isn't
wasn't
working right.
working.
Yeah.
And then she said, and she got me a video. So
bummer.
she took a
She
video
showed
of him
video of it
playing it.
playing it. Yeah. So I made it a point when I got down there to ask, okay, I go, Carrie wanted me to ask you.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
I said that. I go,
For her invalid
Did you-
son in the hospital
Yeah,
with
right,
COVID on a
yeah.
fucking
Did you-
ventilator.
how to manually start it.
It's got 2 weeks.
Yeah. Was Kathy there? Or was it
No.
just her husband? Okay, so it was just her husband.
yeah.
Oh, good. That I figured that cut down the questions.
Yeah,
Or the
it
cancer
was-
kid.
No,
Who did?
no,
I
not-
did
none
never
of
said
that.
cancer, by the way.
We were
Not that.
joking, by the way.
Yeah,
Nothing about
yeah,
being
yeah,
sick or anything.
Yeah, I did talk about a stepson though.
Yeah,
And it being
that's-
that's all true. I
that's
just didn't have
true.
cancer. Yeah, no, I spun it.
No necros, no amputee. Don't start that up. Anyway, I asked the guy when I get there, I go, yeah, Carrie wanted me to be sure to ask you, how do you start the game? So what the guy's been doing all this time, the cone start button that's on Atari's.
Yeah.
So what he has to do is he always just lifts with the 2 controller sticks the whole controller thing out, because it sits into like a little
shit.
track, pulls it out, pulls it back, and he has these 2 wires hanging out, and he goes cheek cheek.
Oh my God.
Oh, wow.
So he has to touch the
Streamline.
wires together to start it. Then he's got to put the whole thing back. So then when he's playing the
Yeah, but
game,
he's just short.
every time he pulls back, the thing
Yeah.
pops out of the
Oh,
thing.
God.
He's
Oh,
showing me,
no.
and I'm like, oh my God. And that's why the wires that went to the start button are all messed up, because he's pulled it out and stuff, and it broke the pins off and things. And he goes, well, if you just solder them on, that'll probably be okay if you can do that. He goes, what? He goes, is this your hobby? You like collect these and restore them and stuff? I go, no, I'm just picking it up for a friend. I don't know what she's got, an arcade or
Nice.
something in her garage. I'm just helping her out.
It's
picking
for
it
her
up.
son or some shit.
Yeah,
He's
it's
in the
something for
hospital.
her kid or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
I owe
Play
her a
all
favor.
dumb. Play dumb, Then you don't have to answer a lot of questions if you play dumb. If you're too detailed, then they ask more details, and you got to start creating up shit.
Like, well, she only gave me $100 less than you were asking
Yeah, she
for.
said
Yeah.
600.
I don't know. So here's 600. Is that cool? Right? That's cool.
Yeah.
Are you cool? You're cool, aren't you? Just
You're
take
cool, right? What do you care? It's a dumb game. Don't you want it out of here?
Come on. it
I
fully
bet his
works
wife
then?
did.
So there are problems with it though. So
Mm.
I did play it for just a second, but I noticed the left trigger doesn't work, but I didn't say anything. And the marquee light's not working, and some of the lights aren't working on the coin things. And that's kind of like stuff that you see a lot anyway when you buy these things. So I'm like, okay, cool. Here's your money. And then he helped me load it up in the car. We threw it back there. And I didn't realize that the controller thing, he didn't latch it after we talked. So that's what holds the glass in. So the glass started sliding out while I was
shit.
driving.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm like, oh shit. So, and it's really hard to pull over there and stuff. So I just bared with it, and it was okay when I got home. But anyway, so I get home and I hook things up, and the leaf switch broke in the left trigger when I got inside there. So I have that part ordered. It's a $20 part with $10 shipping. Oh, goody.
Yeah.
I love that.
Now I
That's my
remember
favorite.
why I hate this hobby. I replaced the lights with pinball LED pinball lights, because they'll last forever. I don't have to ever change that out again for the coin slots. Yep.
Yeah.
And the light above was burnt out. It's a light like this. Wait, like this.
Fluorescent. There you go.
Fluorescent. And I on Amazon I got another one, popped it in there, and it still doesn't work. It's not a fucking starter. So I take the starter out. I go, oh, I got a starter. I go to my box. Of course, it's the wrong number.
Right.
Is that always the case?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I go to Amazon and get the starter to ship, and that came in. I put it in, so that worked. But the start button would not work. I connected it, nothing. The only way it would work is touching it. So I looked at it and I looked up the part, and it's busted up because he put the thing in so many times. He just busted the shit out of it. It's on the edge. So I gave Keith a call and I said, do you know much about the start
Oh,
buttons on
Keithy.
Keith? Keith, of course, I've got 5 of them. I'll bring one over.
By the way, here's a list of 3D parts I need. Go.
Yeah, he's a great friend to have.
Yeah. So he came over the next day.
Start modeling because I need some renders.
Yeah.
Here's your cone button.
Yeah. And he tested the cone that was on there and it did not work. It was just dead. So he unscrewed that out and put the new one in. And it's really weird. I've never seen this before. So most lit buttons that I've ever seen, I mean, I usually see at least 3 wires to it, usually, right? Isn't one usually the electrical side and the other is for the circuit? So it was weird. It was only 2 wires. And then, so Keith asked me to bring up the manual, and I brought it. I already had it downloaded, and I showed it to him, and sure enough, no, it's just 2 wires.
It's only 2. The reason it's only 2 is because it's a JAMA board, not the typical Atari board that sends out the signal for the flashing light for the player 1, player 2 start. So those aren't lit. They're just a plain volcano cone button.
What a waste.
Yeah.
So the board in there is a JAMA board?
I believe so. Yeah.
Oh.
So that's why it doesn't have the extra wires. Mine's the same way. It doesn't light up.
Oh, well, mine lights up. That's the weird part. Is if you plugged it in one way, it did light up. That was weird.
Okay.
But if you touch the wires together, it lights up. But you don't have the 3 wires. So what Keith did, he's all, go give me a wire. I get him a wire.
Oh, a hamburger.
He goes ding 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 ding. He just connects the shit, so it's all touching, and boom, it lights up red. Solid, and then we just popped it into the thing and boom. So I have a lit button that works, and
it just stays solid red. It doesn't light up when you drop the coins.
It doesn't blink. It should blink when you drop the coins.
No, it does not blink.
Yeah.
It only lights up when a credit.
But
exactly.
Is it on free play or does it?
There's no free play.
There is no free play.
There's no free play on Assault. Which is
so
odd.
technically, I think it should be blinking.
Use one of the coin ups. Add them on circuits.
I got one of these.
Yeah, there you go.
Boo!
So this is from our buddy Jahan. I'm gonna give a shout out to Jahan.
No, we got to call him out.
So I've purchased like a handful of these, so I don't have to keep bugging them for him, But anyway, what these are, if you guys don't know, you guys know what these are. There's a little.
What are they, Mock?
I'll tell you what they are, Jim. Now that
down.
you asked. This. Let me take it out so it's easier for the audience to see what the heck it is. But anyway, this is for games that don't have free play, but you still want to have people to be able to easily coin up. So it's this little bulb here. And these little 2 wires, and you connect these. You can usually just solder a couple more wires to them and take them to the to the player 1 coin. Help me out. What wiring? I guess in the coin door.
Yeah, it's
right. That's what I do.
One of the coin slots.
This is a bulbous like button right here.
Bulbous.
It's bulbous. It
barely fits through his marquee.
It's like an air bubble, and then there's a sticker. Don has a sticker that's it's hard to see, it's a quarter, and you put that right over there and you stick it on like that.
Under your monocle.
And this, this is your monocle. And then this has a 3M backing. So you stick this on your coin door right next to the coin slot. So when you have a stranger come over, like one of your wife's friends or your husband's friends, whoever's friends that come over that you don't know.
6 feet apart.
That don't know how to, they'll look down, they'll see that like, oh, I don't have a quarter. Oh, I just push this and boom, and then gives you a credit. So it's a cool little invention Jahan created. So shout out to him. He goes to Grinkers every year. He looks like Walter White from Breaking Bad. But anyway, I'm gonna put that on the thing and get set up. But yeah, I was waiting for the little trigger switch to come in, and I did rig that left controller so it does fire for now, but it's just kind of loose. On a leaf switch, how the middle one is the live one that's connected in, and it hits it when it hits. Okay. Well, that broke.
Oh.
So what I did is I just bent the metal down So that way it'll and I rewired the wire right to the main metal, so it's just direct hit.
Oh.
So it doesn't quite feel the same, but it still works just as a placeholder, until my part comes in so I can play it.
Where'd you get your $30 leaf switch, Suzo Hap?
That switch came from I want to say Arcade Controls. I think that's the only place I could find it. Hap was sold out. I need a couple.
I haven't ordered anything from Hap for so long. Ever since they changed their minimum order.
Right.
Is
I
that
don't know
minimum?
if it's the right one, but I know Arcade Shop. I saw that they do sell these switches now.
The controllers were missing those bolts inside the handles, right?
Yeah.
And I think it was Hap that had each bolt for 56 cents each. Yeah, I was like, oh please. So I talked to Keith about
That's
it.
Not the killer. It's the $8 to ship it.
$10.
Yeah.
It's $10 to ship now.
That's the problem. It's not the cost of the bolt. It's the shipping is bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Keith goes, don't buy that shit.
Go to fucking go to
I can hear him saying that.
He goes, go on Amazon. They have them there. They're secure screws, but they just don't have the bolt in the center part. But it's still a secured screw. And it's black.
Who cares about that?
fits.
You could totally go to the local hard.
Yeah.
So pro tip.
Yeah.
So Mock did it right. However, in your home arcade, you don't actually need security screws.
Yes.
No, I know. I just like them smooth.
No.
I don't like hex shit on it.
No, that's fine. No, I'm not saying a shit about you did
X's.
wrong. That's
You
fine.
can get a button head,
you can
Phillips
100%.
or Allen wrench style.
Yep, you can get
Something
Allen
like that.
style.
Yeah, they're torque styles
Torque,
that they are.
yeah.
Kind
You can
of.
do torque style
with
too.
the
That's
Yeah.
what it is. The
TRX.
hexagon torque
Yeah.
is what I
Yeah.
have.
But it doesn't have
yeah.
the security
Torque.
thing in the middle.
Yeah, it doesn't have the
Yeah,
little
right.
pin in the middle,
But-
which I have the screw for that. I have that.
No,
but
it's a bully on you for doing it right, but at the same time, like pro tip.
I just don't like screws that have the Phillips head or the flat head.
No, it should be.
I
It should,
want.
should be Torx
A
or hex.
hamburger? No, it's
Usually
cheese.
hex.
Yeah, exactly. I want the hamburger, not the cheeseburger, or whatever. But anyway, it's all playing, working. Screen looks great.
Awesome.
I'm happy. I'm a happy customer. So thank you, Carrie,
Woo!
again.
Yay! It was
for being
super.
my
It was
partner in crime.
it was fun.
That was kind of fun, right?
Yeah.
Partner in deception.
Because if it was me, it'd be like, I'll give it to you for $998. That's your discount.
Yeah.
$2.
Yeah. And it was a weird number because they're asking for 1,085.
Weird number. Yeah.
Really,
Dang.
really weird number.
It's like they
But-
calculate tax.
Yeah.
Like it's
Could be,
$1,000 plus tax.
Yeah.
Well, their house was very nice, so it's not like they're hurting.
Did you have dinner with them too? Did they? No.
No, I wasn't invited to
Oh,
dinner.
yeah.
Yeah. That's because my
They're-
buddy Kathy wasn't there.
Yeah, they're very nice though, so that's cool.
So good condition on the
Yeah.
cabinet. It looks good.
Yeah, it looks the same as you saw it in the pictures. I'm gonna heat gun away the EverQuest sticker. Keith got off the PC magazine sticker. He just peeled that off. But the EverQuest one is one of those shitty stickers that kind of like if you park wrong in Russia where they put a sticker on the top of your windshield and you got to pick it off and pick it off
It's
and
like
pick it
paper.
off. It's like paper, stupid
Yeah.
thing. Oh, who makes those stickers?
Yeah.
It's awful.
Well, they're
So-
deliberately designed to be a pain. in the
Yeah,
ass.
so
Yeah.
they do that with the EverQuest, so it sits on there it sits on a stop sign forever.
Yeah.
So but yeah, so I'm happy. I stuck it.
Yay.
I took it out of the Robotron corner and I put it there because it's a thinner cab. So now there's more room to open
Yeah.
up the
So
door.
where's
That's
Robotron
right there.
now?
So I'm selling. It's behind me, but you can't see because of my Rockafire background. But I'm selling my kegerator, and I just put it on. Yeah, because I want a better one.
Whoa.
Oh.
And
One that fits underneath. your car.
Baller.
one that keeps beer colder, basically. But yeah,
he's
no.
he's put that thing up in like
Turn
the
down
attic
thermostat.
to keep the
Oh,
beer colder and figure it all out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
do that.
Yeah.
But I just put it on Craigslist today for 200, and I already got a couple people asking me. For
Seriously,
it, so,
200. Wow.
Yeah,
I'm surprised.
for that price, too high. I think
Yeah.
it's a little
I seem
high.
to see them all the time for $100.
I usually see them for 100 as well, but I also see them for 600 as well too. So
Crazy.
the price is like really varied.
And
Plus-
it's a regular single tap and can fit up to a full-size keg, right?
Yeah, and I have 3 different beer tap things. I have
The handles.
the handles. I have a tiki one, a Miller Genuine Draft, and that shock top one.
Nice.
So yeah, this shock top one alone is $65 on if you want to go buy it.
Crazy.
So it ain't cheap. Those aren't cheap fucking beer
Yeah.
handles, you know.
No, they're not. Yeah.
So I might even just take it off. If this doesn't sell in a week, I'll take it off and sell it separately.
Yeah, when I experimented with my tap handles, the first one I did was like a backlit one. You know, like on those Neo Geo marquees, those weird kind of panels that are lit.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I forget what they call those. It's like an acrylic panel that's like
They're like little LED panels or something like that, right?
Yeah, but it's kind of like a weird
The whole panel lights.
acrylic panel that lights up. So I got some of those, and then I would slip in just a color print of like whatever the logo is of the beer I had on tap. And that works, but it was like battery operated. Batteries wound up dying or whatever.
They always will. Yeah.
What I wound up doing is I 3D printed these caps that go over the tap handle. Because when you get a keg, it usually has like a plastic cover to protect the top from getting.
Oh yeah.
And it'll have a sticker and usually whatever the beer is and the date and all that on it.
Yeah.
So I made it to fit those. So you just kind of put that on the tap handle, so that I can just swap it out easily whenever I get it.
And then you know exactly what beer it is. It's right there, and
it just matches it.
Might have some colored graphic on it. That's kind of cool.
They don't always. Sometimes it's just green plastic and there's nothing, and I just use a marker, you know. But most of them usually have a logo and what.
Do you write the word beer on it? This is beer.
Exactly. You know what happened to me, like, you know, because it comes and goes. Like I'll be hitting the keg a lot for like a week or so, and then I just flip over to just having canned beers, you know. So I won't use the keg for a couple weeks. Well, there's sugars in the beer, right? So when you have the tap running, there's, you know, syrup and stuff going through the tap. Well, when you don't use it, those sugars kind of like turn into glue almost. It like seizes up the tap handle. And so sometimes it takes like a few hits to actually break it loose to where it actually pours beer.
Oh yeah. Mine would jam up sometimes. Oh, so
what
I turned off
long ago.
There's my kegerator right there.
Oh, nice.
Oh yeah, there we go. Nice.
So Gak, when you change a keg, do you rinse out the line?
Most of the time, yes. I completely flush the line. I have the whatever chemical. It's not it's like a
sodium meta full site or
whatever
something
it is.
like that.
You mix it with water and flush out the lines. Yeah, I do all that.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, because that'll prevent the sugars from crystallizing, because it'll rinse all that shit out.
Yes.
But in the tap handles, every now and then you just gotta take them off, unscrew the coupler, and just take them completely apart, break them down, and let them soak, and that'll stop the sugars.
I totally tear down the handles and everything when I do it, but not every time. I probably had like 2 times where I didn't do it. But yeah, if I don't use it for like a couple of weeks, those sugars will kind of seize it up. So the one time I had like my buddy with the arcade, he just gave me the handle that like matches the beer, so it's like a really tall handle, right? And it's like it was sticking, and I'm just like yanking on it, and it's sheared off the pivot pin.
You're just
I'm like, oh shit! But luckily I had an extra
good
from the original setup, so.
But do you have like a draft key there so you can tighten everything down and loosen it?
Yeah,
okay.
All the tools and all that, yeah. For sure.
All the tools and the toys. Very nice 34.
What the fuck is that, Mark?
That's from the movie Society. There's a guy sitting
I didn't show us something horrible.
It's not why he really was a butthead.
Yeah.
There's Steve.
Oh.
Yeah.
Stop. I can't.
Find a random picture.
There's I see Chris in that one too.
Oh yeah, there I am.
Oh yeah.
There I am.
Chris.
Yeah.
What is that? That was
That's
2 years ago.
7.
That was 6.
Was it 6? Oh wait, sorry, 6.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
That
the
one was
Warlord.
7.
6 was Warlord. 7 was 720.
Yep.
Look
Sorry.
Look at that big head.
Who's that guy? Who's that guy?
Pick his nose.
Yeah.
Is that Necros or is that Mantle Man?
That's Necros.
That's Necros.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I saw Clint's belly in the background too.
I need more pictures for my background.
Dave Lopes arcade picture. Nice. But yeah, so every time you change the keg, we have easiest way, a beer a day keeps the sugars away.
Yes.
Just saying.
I know.
So if you leave it for too long,
I want to be where
Our,
Andrew's
a lot
at.
of times I'm fine. But yeah.
Don't fall backwards in the water, Andrew.
Not again, at least.
Nassau.
I
We're out
forgot
in the dock.
I forgot to ask Dave if the raft was still out there, the one that you guys would go out on.
The fucking trampoline thing.
Yeah. Is it probably popped and deflated?
Probably
by now?
not. We might have ruined it that year. We were riding it.
But you don't go out there with your high heels on.
No, I know. I know we talked about this a bunch of times in the show, but I still remember that time when like leaning into Dave and he was like playing fucking poker. He's like, "No, we're playing poker," and I'm like, "Dude," I grabbed him by the shirt and I was like, "Come on, you gotta come outside. We're gonna do something awesome." And he's like, "I'm not doing drugs." And I'm like,
what does he think you are?
Me? You think I'm gonna make you come outside and do drugs?
Come on, do this line with me.
That was your immediate reaction. Was like, yeah, let's just do a bump and I'll do more fucking poker.
Dave probably has better coke than you do anyway. He gets it off people.
I'm sure he does.
Jimbo, you've missed it. The last couple of poker nights, it gets late and Dave's been drinking a lot. He's been breaking out the guitar.
Oh,
cool.
Does he sing his Breakfast at Tiffany's?
Yes.
His one hit wonder?
Yes.
The one
And
song
he either does that or it sounds just like it, like a variation of it with the guitar. You know?
Does he ever like just
Tell me, what am I? What am I?
Does he make up songs and put like dirty words in it and stuff? That's what I would do if I had a guitar. If I could play.
That's so funny.
That'd be
I
fun.
even made a joke about that like a couple weeks ago.
I'm
I'm like, Dave, you gotta bust out the guitar. He's like, no. That's hilarious.
Mock, I don't know if you saw my comment in our Slack. Man, my Instagram is flooded with all these ripoffs that you're posting.
Oh, I know.
And
They
now
have
it's
that
like
new
Facebook too. I see the
They
ads
have-
all the time.
I know, and they have the new inside projector technology, which
Yeah,
I have no clue how they do or how they keep that affordable.
right.
But it only plays a couple things and then that's it. So
Yeah.
if you play mine, I think it's over an hour or so. It's pretty long if you
Right.
get all my songs that I have.
But I think
I
it's
don't-
like the same exact, animation.
It's the same kind of idea.
There's
It's very
10 different
close.
companies selling the same product. They're just kind of like, not
Yeah.
saying what the product is. Really, yeah.
Yeah, and it's really put a kibosh on my sales because I don't sell mine with the sound either. So
Yeah.
I just sell the animation. But I did sell one. I sold one to the whole lot. I sold it to our friend Paul from. Remember Paul and Tiffany from Grinkers last year?
Oh yeah.
Yep.
He's like the DJ guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was chatting with him and he asked for a set and I gave him the arcade discount and he did something really cool with that. Oh, I should show it to you guys. He since he's a DJ, he wanted to do his version that he has of Thriller, Michael Jackson's Thriller.
Oh right.
And his sounds like a different beat a little bit, with Thriller with like he just remixed it really awesome.
Okay.
But so what he had to do is re-edit my animation to fit, which would be very difficult to do, but
Oh, man.
he nailed it pretty close. Very few times it's off, but his is like cuts back and forth between Vincent Price every once in a while, and it's a full-blown remix version of Thriller.
Sweet.
Wow.
Really, I'll play it for you one of these days and show you guys.
Cool.
But let me see if I can find it if I can. But yeah, so I've been chatting with him and Tiffany and him and Paul are excited about setting up their Halloween. I don't know what Halloween is going to be this year. Right? Is every kid going to be like a cowboy bandit with a mask? Because that's what I tell my kid.
Or
you're
the
gonna-
big
you're gonna
monster
be.
masks.
Yeah.
With
Can't
like
have-
the built-in like N95s. Yeah.
I'm not sure if it's a
Built-in
good
mask.
idea, but my character I plan to be is Captain COVID.
I'm
I'm just gonna like
Captain
run out and
COVID.
sneeze on all the kids every time they come up.
Oh no.
Oh, you could do that, just like paint yourself orange and do the hair, and then just don't wear a mask.
Yeah, there we
Just
go.
be like a scarecrow, and then instead of like jumping out lashing, just get ready to sneak. Like,
Yeah.
Terrifying.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or instead of candy, you're handing out like small bottles of hand
Hand
sanitizer.
sanitizers and
Yeah, everybody's every
Latex
kid's dream.
gloves.
Just I wanted, yeah. I know it's a bummer. I'm not going to be able to open my arcade, and I love doing that every year. You guys
Yeah.
know that it's like one of my.
When I was
favorites.
working on Miss Pack, like 5 people like came by, and I think at least 2 of them were asking about if you let anyone play your games, and I mentioned that in a normal year, you usually open up your garage.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, here, I'll play just a little bit of it so you can sort of hear it. Can you hear that at all?
Mm-hmm.
Can you hear it? Sounds completely. It's like a dance
Yeah.
version of it,
A
you know.
rave
fast-
club.
yeah, it's Thriller remix. Yeah.
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 And
you get an
copyright.
idea. Yeah. I don't know if you get copyright when it's so remixed up. Maybe. Anyway,
Let's put
So-
it to the test.
Or you can just buy Mox pumpkins.
yes. Come to
Just supply your own-
projectedpumpkins.com. There's my plug. There you go.
All right, so can you just like put masks on all of them and do like a 2020 version?
Yeah, right. You could do that.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Like you could do a 2020 version.
Just
of
get like
pumpkins.
let's get like the white or the blue paper ones.
Mhm.
Could work.
Well, yeah, but I mean, he could
Be
animate them.
big. Yeah.
And they can move when when they talk.
I'll reanimate them all with masks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Year 2020.
I'd buy that.
Remind everybody they're in COVID. Make them more
Yeah.
depressed.
It's
Yeah.
just like,
Yeah.
don't come to this house.
COVID pumpkins.
And you have to muffle the audio though too. Take out like all the high frequency stuff.
Yeah.
It's
Just dial it down. So it's
People-
Something's looking out there in the dark.
Nice job, Seabart.
Green Gringos come out to socialize.
And mute.
Oh, we got muted.
I did that
Oh.
for your own sanity.
I don't even know if I'm going to do a new pumpkin this year because sales are so shitty.
That's why. Yeah.
It's a little late. Like
Yeah.
don't we normally start a new one like the spring?
If I'm going to do it, I'm going to usually do it now. I usually do it a month before October. I can knock it out. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not really in the mood. I'm not in the Halloween mood.
Judge,
Yeah.
Halloween sucks with COVID. It's just
Yeah.
all of it sucks.
Yeah, it
Yep.
just feels like we just need
handing
to
out
get this year
candy
over
with
with.
like tongs.
Yes.
Yeah, it's just like we're just kind of killing time. I got the official word that we're working remotely until January 4 now from my
Oh,
office.
that's good.
Shit.
Yeah, I mean that's awesome. I'm
Well,
really
I wish I could
really
work remotely,
glad.
but the boss won't send the produce and the meat to my house
Right,
to
yeah.
finish up.
I am fortunate to have an office job where I can really kind of doesn't matter where I do my job, but yeah. So I'm grateful, but it's like whoa, that's
Almost a whole year working.
But
from home.
the water cooler's lonely.
yeah.
Sorry.
I don't miss it. I don't want to go in anyway. I like working
Yeah,
from home.
I agree.
Yeah,
I'm
I
in
do
the same
too.
boat.
There's some people in my office who do have not the unit that I work in, but there are people in my organization that are still going
Juice.
into the office. So the water cooler is not entirely lonely. It doesn't have many friends, but it still has some friends. So-
I mean, I just
my
close
water
my
cooler's the
door.
sink.
I close my door off to the what's going on outside and just stay in here and work my hours. And then when I'm done at the end of the day, I come out like a hermit. I might come out for lunch if you're lucky.
Just opens the door a crack, looks out.
Yeah.
What's is it open?
Like in
Is
Real
COVID over?
Genius, the guy that comes out of the closet and pokes around.
Yeah.
I feel like that guy.
Oh yeah, what's his name?
Weirdo.
No, oh God, yeah, the guy that's been living in the walls.
Yeah, he lives like
Yeah.
1967,
somewhere down in the basement.
Yeah.
or
That
something.
Rico dude.
but he's got like a really special name. They talk about in that movie.
Yeah.
All right, so the first person to post it in
Is it
chat,
Laszlo?
Laszlo. Fuck You
Laszlo.
You got it. So Gak wins whatever we were
You gonna send him that Bed Bath & Beyond coupon?
Yes.
$20 off. Or
20% off. Yeah. So we had an interesting movie night this week. We watched 4 movies, I think, right?
Jesus.
We made it through 4, yeah.
4. So the first one was
Yeah, is that till like 4 in the morning?
Summer. That movie that's on Netflix, Jim, you might have seen it. Summer of
Picks.
'84.
Yep.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh.
Yeah. I think I submitted that.
I think you did.
Yeah.
Did you already watch it?
hmm
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I've seen that before. Yeah.
And then Upgrade,
Yep.
Yeah.
Another one. Yep.
which
I
Which
like
is
it
not
more
a
than
horror
Andrew
movie.
does.
I really wanted to like it, but I just don't like the way it ended. I'm not.
I love how it ended because it's mean and evil and
I know,
awful.
I know, but I was having a problem suspending disbelief with that one.
Yeah, I dug
Yeah,
the how he was one step ahead of, like, you know, when people throw a punch and he moves perfectly out of the way and perfectly grabs them. And
I love that part. Though, no, you're building a superhero on
Yeah.
technology. I love that part.
Yeah.
It's the part where it's like, oh no, and are we doing spoilers?
No, we can't talk about the spoiler.
All right,
Have you seen it, Gak?
Yeah, I saw it in the theater a few years ago.
Oh, you saw it in the
Came out.
theater. You're
Yeah.
out
Holler.
there.
Gino, did you see it?
That was
Chris?
Yeah,
you
I
know,
saw it with you.
He was with
Oh, yeah,
us.
that's right. You were with us.
Yeah.
I mean, Carrie, I've seen it. Yeah.
Yeah,
All
we
right,
saw it
so-
in the theater, right?
Did we see it in the theater? I thought that was I thought it was out because remember we were
Oh,
going to see it in the theater and then it was out
that's
of
right.
there.
Yep,
Yeah.
that's right. It didn't last very long. So
So we
yeah,
watched it at home.
You
yeah.
only
And
had
I
a
don't
couple
remember. I
weeks.
don't remember
Yeah.
the ending or very many details because I don't usually remember those things. But yeah, we
He's like the Tom Harding Jr. Light.
Well, I think it's because I wanted him to become the superhero.
Yeah, that's
That
what
he
you
could
think
have
it's gonna
been.
go. That's
And
where
I
you think
was
the
like,
movie's going.
Be
Yeah.
a badass, and like that would be awesome. And all of a sudden, it turns out the AI is basically just fucked him from the beginning and killed his wife, and it just becomes boring. It's like it just becomes
Not like the plot from Terminator.
No.
no. Was John Connor's wife the killer in Terminator that sent him back to
Oh.
kill him for
I'm-
going out to
I
drink
missed
too many
that part.
times in the strip club? No.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure that wasn't Terminator, but like no, it was just the fact that like he just was becoming a badass. But then it turns out like, no, you're not a badass. You don't even matter.
The computer's what matters.
We
and
set
that's
this whole
what...
thing up, and it's just a Black Mirror episode that was just
Yeah.
too long.
I like a movie that's not a happy with a nice little fucking bow on an ending. I'm
I
sick
am-
of that shit.
100%.
I want a mean ending sometimes. And that's what I got.
And I'm totally on board with you.
That.
And I agree with you 100%. Like I like a movie that's fucked up.
Not
in
all the
ending.
time, but I like it once in a while because American movies are always so cheery and happy and
Yeah, if it's not
everything's
an
great.
indie movie, yeah.
Yeah,
that's what
indie
happens.
movies sometimes end dark and awful.
Yeah. But
You guys
this
remember
one just
that,
didn't end dark and awful in a way that I thought was clever.
Yeah, maybe.
Like it
maybe
turns out to be
that's
the obvious thing where it's like, oh, it's the AI who just set the whole fucking thing up, and it's like,
From the
oh, you know what,
get-go.
you're fucked from the beginning,
Yep.
and like,
he
oh,
was.
this is not like
He fucked them hard at the end.
Do you guys remember that the deal you could get? It was called Movie Pass.
Yeah.
It was like a prepaid card. You could see
Yep.
as many movies you want for a year. I got
Until we
mine
go
at
bankrupt.
Costco. I got mine at Costco for like $80 or $100, whatever. And it was like it's bound to not work out, right? How they make the money?
they had blackout days, yeah.
It didn't for like the whole time I had mine, but right towards the end, it fell apart. But I was seeing like a movie every couple of weeks, and that's when I saw that movie. I was like, it doesn't cost me anything extra. Why not see it? I was kind of like, hey, I don't know. Why not?
Pay for your popcorn. You're good. to go.
Yeah,
Yes.
Orange
Yeah.
Whip was big on Movie Pass. I
Yep.
remember him
Yeah.
talking about it a lot back when he used to do the show.
Yeah, I remember that
Ace.
vaguely. It's been so long.
That guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on, Orange Whip.
Like,
What are you running an arcade over there?
We're breaking the law here. There's only 1% Canadian on here. Like
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
have 20% to be broadcast north.
Come on,
of the-
founder.
Yeah.
Mister, make us feel guilty when we wouldn't come on. Now we're here and you're not here, fucker.
For years.
We
Anyway,
love
so-
you,
so-
Whip.
So
but
we
you need
watched
to come on.
Upgrade.
Get your ass in here, Whip.
We want to know how the arcade's doing. I want some nachos. You just put them in a box and like ship them.
No, send us a picture. Send us some smell-o-vision. Oh.
So that was the
Smell
second
those
movie was,
nachos.
So that was the
Upgrade.
second one. Was you watched yeah. So
Oh,
Summer
sorry, I
84,
got sidetracked. Okay,
and then Upgrade,
Upgrade.
and then
Comedy. We watched Sex. Was it
Grandma's
Sex Drive
Boy
next? Or
and
Grandma's Boy.
Sex Drive were the two other movies. Yeah.
Yeah.
Those damn late night comedies, I can't do them. I'm not in the that late. I'm not in the mood to even laugh. Like
Yeah,
I just
we're
want to watch
just-
something serious.
That's why I laughed the most because I'm pretty.
At that point, we
I'm
want
5 or 6 sheets to the wind by then.
So we picked two movies that were not on the list. So we watched Grandma's Boy, which is hilarious. If you're,
I
especially if
love
you're,
that
like,
movie.
an old
Yeah.
school like gamer person, like for gaming testing, and then
Sex Drive.
Sex Drive, yeah. So
Which was not the director's cut, but the
It was not.
theatrical.
Sounds like a
Good.
direct-to-video American Pie sequel.
So Andrew, what time was it where you're
That's
at
got
when you guys
good
were
people
done?
at.
well, so we finished movie 2 around midnight my time. So then
Like 3
it's
or 4?
4 more hours.
Oh
Yeah.
shit.
It's 2 hours, yeah, plus beyond
Both
that.
those
You
movies
just
go
hear
by
me
fast,
snoring.
though.
They are. They're quick
By the
watches.
third movie.
Yeah, Sex Drive and Sex Drive and Grandma's Boy
Grandma's
both
Boy,
fly by when you're watching. They fly by for me.
We're
anyway.
talking more than we're watching the movie at that point.
because we've all seen the movie. Just about
Yeah.
everybody in there had seen the movie before.
Yeah, so basically the rules for like post the official movies that we're watching is that they can't be on the list for the website. So it's got to be rando from whatever, and whoever's into what we're watching that night. So yeah. So it's usually comedies. It's usually goofy. We try to be lighthearted at that point. We've done some not so lighthearted movies after hours, which have gone
horrible,
harsh, because it's like everyone's like, "Yay! Oh."
Yay, Snowpiercer.
And then it gets brutal, and then we're like, oh fuck. All right, so it's Cameron Diaz doing the splits on the windscreen of a Ferrari. That sounded awesome, but the rest of the movie was not what I expected. So yeah, anyway, that was not ever intended to be a proper movie from the movie night, but yeah. However,
Ron McLarge wants Bad Boy Bubbly.
It's in the list.
On the list.
No. Yes, it's in the list. It's already in the list.
Oh.
Yep. So I literally, after he posted that, and I heard good feedback from a couple respected sources that was actually a proper good movie, I immediately went out, got it, grabbed it. It's on the list. So it's in the random list.
What was it again?
Bad Boy Bubby.
Oh, not heard of that.
Yep. Neither have I, but I'm looking forward to it because I've heard very good things.
So what are we watching next week, everybody?
Good question. So I don't know if we should talk about it on air.
Well, we could.
Well, if
we're gonna pay for the rental.
Well, if I can make shit happen, what I would like to do, and I'll rent the movies, paying for these 100%. But if you all are up to it, I would love to do Bill and Ted's 1, 2, and 3 back to back.
Boom.
Yeah.
I know that's beyond our normal double feature, but I know, Jim. Yeah, yeah. So I know we already picked movies, but if I can actually lay my hands on a rental, I'll pay for it, version of these movies, I would love to do all 3 back to back. I think that would be amazing.
That'd be fun.
Excellent.
Excellent.
No way.
So I'll reach out to the group, but this is not confirmed. But if I can make it happen, that's what I would love to do next week for movie night, was do a proper send out for Bill and Ted's.
69 dudes.
Exactly right. So if anyone has an issue with the movies I picked for last week, let me know. We can do them. But
I don't remember what they were.
I had to look them up.
Blazing Saddles, something we've already seen.
Blazing Saddles,
yeah.
and yeah. It's in it's posted.
So we have to talk to your brother and
yeah, we'll talk
the
on
other one.
Discord and make sure that people are cool with it. But I'm pretty sure we can sell them on the idea. But the main thing is it's gonna be a long night.
Gabby, are you cool with that?
The rest of
They're all but they're all about an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Yeah,
short.
they're all
Yeah.
fast movies.
Yeah.
We'll get through them all in 3 hours.
But I think that would be super awesome to do a triple feature Bill and Ted's. It would be like basically doing like
Even
Back
the
to
dirt
Future.
is clean.
That wasn't supposed to be in the movie, by the way. The
No, it
studio
wasn't.
mandated that. Yeah.
Okay.
They said, I think this is too confusing for all the dummies out there. So we're going to put a little exposition with George Carlin. But George Carlin said he'd only do it if he got to write it. So that's why it's
Yeah.
kind of his comedy. That's the only time he's like pretty funny.
Bowling
in the movie.
averages are way up.
Yeah.
Main golf scores are way
Way
down.
down. That's so stupid.
I know.
I love George Carlin, though, and I miss
George
him. but
Carlin's my favorite comedian of all time.
He's
yeah.
pretty damn clever. I mean,
He's fucking
damn.
amazingly clever.
You got to watch one of his routines together.
Did he?
Yeah,
He
dude,
used
I've
to wear
watched all
suspenders,
of his
didn't he?
shit.
I
Since
like
his
the
stand-up.
college one is good. What?
Since the 70s, yeah.
I thought he used
Yeah,
to.
me
Didn't
too.
he used to wear suspenders in his stand-up a lot? Or am I thinking
Like,
of
I don't
someone?
remember if he
You think
did.
of
Sure.
Robin Williams.
That was a Williams thing, but
No, but I'm
I
gonna
know.
look it up.
All right, so
Mhm.
I can't promise it. Again, I have to rent the movies.
Carrie,
but
did you hear that? The movies we're going to try and do.
We're gonna try
No.
and do Bill and Ted's 1, 2, and 3 for movie night. This I know
Oh.
it's a long night for some of you.
If
who
you
don't
hate
play
those
this role.
movies, you're not going to want to be there.
if I can
That's right,
properly-
it stinks.
if I can get the movies, I would like to put that together. I have the first two. The only question
Yeah,
is
we'll
can I
just
get-
rent. We'll just pay the rental fee or
Yep.
whatever the
Can I
fuck for the
rent the
third
third
one. We'll do
one
that. Yeah.
and get it paid for, and so we can watch it. But I think
Yep.
that would be an amazing night.
Well, I'll pitch in money and we'll get it. We'll watch it.
Everyone,
Boom.
give me
$5.
25 cents.
Here you go. PayPal.
I've still got it. I still have it for 30 days in Amazon Prime.
Well, worst case scenario, we could always do that. But like, yeah. So worst case scenario, I'll rent it. if
Just
that
give out
makes the
your
screen
your
better.
Amazon Prime.
Yeah, to
password
everyone.
Just give me your
on-
password.
Yeah.
Just give it to
Actually,
us.
The
right
better part
now.
is mine.
I'm totally not going to send you weird things on Prime.
And you see
Yeah.
weird packages that
You're
are
right.
coming in soon. Just ignore that.
Paid for with your credit card.
Inflatable what? Yeah.
Yeah.
Vibrating butt plug.
The movie's $20 Canadian.
Where do you put the batteries?
$17.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out. So I think we could totally
Put the
try and
batteries
make
in
this happen.
first.
Oh yeah, that's happening.
So
Oh no.
I know we've never really diverged from the since we decided the pre-selection kind of thing. So, but I think next week it would be awesome to do that. I'm super looking forward to watching
It'd
that
be
movie.
timely. Yes.
Yeah, it'd be very
Yeah.
timely. So
I think it'd be fun.
Yeah.
Even though I just watched, now I'm bummed I watched it already because that would have been more fun to watch you guys. For free.
I'm
We're gonna
not.
watch
I'd
1,
like
2,
to see it
3.
again.
it's gonna be great.
Does anybody have a neuralizer on Men in Black?
Flash.
Yeah.
So that's movie
It'll be
night
a fun
on
night, though.
Saturday. Yeah, we'll have a good time.
4-day weekend or 4-day weekend for me.
Yeah.
Do you guys get Friday off
Yep.
or?
No.
Okay.
I think I get Monday.
No. Carrie.
Get every second day off.
Yeah.
Are you paid for it too?
But Monday, I'll take
Yeah,
Monday.
but it's not my normal,
Monday
like,
off.
7
Yeah,
hours.
okay.
It's
Monday.
more like 3 hours every second day, if that.
So
Fuck you, COVID.
no promises, but like that's our shifting of the plan because I think it would be awesome.
Yeah, that sounds like fun.
So if anybody in the IRC that's listening to us, I don't even know if they're listening to the show. They're having like all these conversations in here. If you guys want to join us, hit us up
I'll post a link in IRC.
for
As we're
Discord.
doing it. Yeah,
Yeah,
for
you just have
Discord.
to have Discord installed.
Yep.
And you go to Arcade Hangout channel, right?
Yep, I'll send a link to approve people in IRC.
Yeah,
That-
but we have a
that
good
night.
time. We usually have about 10 people in there, so it's a good time.
Party time.
And we watch movies way too late, and
I know, but it's fun, and it's like, what else are you gonna do? You're gonna just
It's
go to
Saturday.
sleep. Yeah, it's
Play
Saturday, COVID Saturday.
we fall asleep when the sun comes up.
Yeah, we almost did. It was like
I
3
know.
something,
It
and
was
I'm like,
super
I
late
gotta
last
go to
week.
bed, you guys.
Last week was brutal.
I gotta. I think I crawled into bed by 4.
Yeah, Necros and I couldn't even remember the last movie,
Yeah.
and I wasn't even drinking that much. It was just like fucking exhausted.
Yeah. I don't know
But-
if your brother did make it through either. I think he
always
conked out.
balls out. Yeah,
He always conks out. 'Cause he
But-
drinks the hard stuff like
He's
Whiskey
drinking
or whatever.
whiskey.
The whiskey man. Yeah. So
Yeah, Saturday, man, you start drinking at noon, right?
As one does.
Yeah.
Don't you?
Yeah, but I think if we warn everyone ahead of time, it's gonna be a marathon. We're watching 3 movies. I think
I'm gonna text Keith and see if he
Maybe
wants
slow
to
down.
come join us on that.
Yeah, I haven't seen Keith forever.
Yeah, that would be
Or-
awesome.
I was talking with Keith
It's-
about that a little bit earlier, and the other thing that I sent him a picture of what I sent you.
Dick pic.
Oh, don't you? I mean, every time you
Well,
get a
that's
good
why-
when the lighting is just right, I like to share the dick pic.
Keith, it's been so long since I've heard something. Wink.
No, I didn't actually. I sent it to Mock because he knows what I'm working on, but I didn't send it to the rest of you guys. But you
What
guys
was
wanna
it?
See, oh well, my new project, the barrel project.
I don't remember.
It's
I'll
the
probably know when I
did-
see it.
It's the one pic I've sent you in the last 24 hours.
Oh, well, I haven't checked
right.
all my stuff a lot.
I'm still working on it, so I'm still.
Oh, that. Okay, I got it.
I
I forgot about that.
I didn't want to.
I'm not going to talk about that. Yeah.
I didn't want to
I'll
post to Slack because I wanted to, share it on the show.
leave. Yeah.
A couple of you may know what this is, may not, but I'm working on a new movie prop.
Most people should
And-
know what it is.
Huh.
They probably will. But something to hang up in the arcade eventually. It's gonna take some time. Gotta build it. It's like the Ghostbusters thing. But I found a dude in the UK who was making proper molds who look pretty fucking close to the movies. And so here it is. And
Big
this is
Trouble in Little China.
close.
Ah,
What's that from?
from Revenge or Return of the Living Dead.
Oh yeah.
Inside the
Cool.
whatever,
Inside the barrel.
barrel. Yeah.
And it's a 1-to-1 size mold. And
Sweet.
it's fucking
Wow.
gorgeous.
Wow, that's awesome.
That's
So
awesome.
well done. It's all reverse molded.
So then you need to build the barrel.
I'm
or
building
that's
the
what you're working
barrel
on?
with the
Ah.
screen and
Are you
the.
going to crack the glass?
And well, my idea is to
Andrew,
actually,
you got to make that your kegerator.
right.
Oh, that'd be
That would be
rad.
fucking
That's your beer
amazing.
dispenser.
You're drinking.
Pull it off.
You're drinking the was
And
it mud
every
man?
time
or-
you
Yeah.
every time you grab a fucking it just starts blowing out smoke on the
Yes.
sides because that's so anyway. So it's a
That'd be
1-to-1
cool.
thing from Return of the Living Dead, but it's gorgeously well done. I got it from a dude in the UK. I've been waiting months for it.
That's awesome.
It finally just showed up Wednesday.
So what are you gonna do? You gonna put a
Wednesday of last
smoke
week.
machine inside the barrel, or
Well, theoretically, yeah, something like that.
Tar Man, that's what it is.
But it's Tarman from Return of the Living Dead
yeah
before he melts.
before he
Yeah.
melted. Yep.
Yeah.
During the credits.
So it's
opening
yeah, it's-
credits.
It's it's the body. Well, no, it's from the first scene where they go down and meet the eggs that they call them, and they crack the top of the barrel, and he wipes it off with a fucking full roll of toilet or
Paper towels.
Paper towels. Thank you. But yeah, so I'm gonna build a barrel. I'm hunting down the proper barrels from the movie. Build a proper screen on the inside. I don't know if I'm gonna go for Return of the Living Dead 2, which has the number pads with light up LEDs on it or not. That wasn't in the first movie, and the first movie is awesome. The second movie is
Meh.
Mm.
forgettable. But the second movie has cooler barrels, so we'll see what I build. But I guess the idea is like I'm gonna fly it, so it's gonna be up high because we can't take up room for an arcade game. But maybe it's something that could just like occasionally spew out a little bit of like fog.
So be upside down
Right.
barrel where you can see the glass, like
Yes.
like he's looking down on you.
Either
And once in a while, like
yeah, either
vape,
upside
you
down
should do a
or on
vape,
the
the
side.
vape method, like they do for the Ghostbuster traps.
Yeah, something like
so
that.
vape shit comes out on your head. I get purple vape on my head once in a while.
Yeah, but it's like you look up in the corner and it's like there's this thing that's just like slowly spewing out smoke, and that's the hazer. That's the smoke machine basically for your arcade. But it's also stenciled side.
All right, what's Jimbo working on? I see him doing something.
What's in the box, Jim? What's in the box?
So anyway,
Yeah.
the hard part is this. Everything else
Oh.
is just like painting and stenciling and stuff like that.
So what you had to paint that?
No, It came this way.
Oh,
That's
okay.
part of what's
So now you can
That's
just paint it
amazing.
more and enhance it and make it even
So-
more kick-ass.
The fact that it's all shiny and wet looking is you're going to see it through behind a tint, well, not tinted, but like behind plexiglass,
Right.
deep in a barrel, as if it's like a whole body in a barrel,
Right.
crammed in it.
And you can use like epoxy or something to make it look like it's a liquid hardened in there,
Yep.
like it's a liquid or
Yeah.
something. Yeah.
Sweet.
So it'll be a project for a little bit, but like, yeah. So I'm super excited to find that. That's been a exciting thing for me for a while. Anyway,
That's
That'll be
pretty cool.
badass when it's
That's
done.
awesome.
yeah, and you can find the head every once in a while, but like it's finding the head and the hands.
Yeah,
'Cause
yeah.
in
Because
the
you can
movie,
see
you
the
see the
hands in the
hand.
movie. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the
They
guy that I
sopped up
found in
all
the
that.
UK, it was on Etsy, is where I found it.
That's
And,
yeah.
yeah.
Find
of all
out that
places.
Couldn't have
Jimbo.
guessed that.
Let me throw the guy a fucking little bit of a bone, even though nobody watches this. The dude's name is on Etsy Rabid Weasel.
Rabid Weasel.
But yeah, in the UK, this piece is fucking amazing. I mean, it's so well done. It's not even that expensive. It's not cheap, but Jesus Christ, for the quality of it, it's so good.
Very cool.
That was my
It does
pick.
look cool.
Now I got to get one, and Gax got to get one, and Dino's gonna get one. And
I mean, I love the idea of like just being able to hit a button and then like throw out like some you know, fog.
yeah,
in the
you have a
arcade.
hidden button somewhere.
Just
A
somewhere.
kid comes up to your house, trick or treat, and it just comes
Yeah, yeah.
right at the door.
I mean, it would be an amazing Halloween prop for like the one person a night who would actually get it.
Yeah.
Where they see
Yeah.
the thing on the yard and it starts spewing out smoke, and they'd be like, "Holy shit, that's the best fucking movie ever!" But yeah,
Did you ever see the movie Night of the Living
exactly. Anyway, so yeah, that's my exciting thing.
Sounds cool.
That's awesome. That's
Yeah. Cooler than my assault cabinet.
Hey, now.
Thanks for one-upping me, Andrew.
I'm
I'm
It's not.
joking. I'm joking.
Well,
Well,
when
it
I'm
looks like
done, I'll sell
really-
the egg for more than $800. So what do you think?
Yeah.
Cabinet.
The
and-
egg.
Well, it looks like
But
it's,
he's gonna work that into one of his arcade cabinets. Yeah.
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 Hmm.
It's
Play
Christmas
Donkey
at
Kong
Jim's
on
house
it.
now, right?
It's a barrel game.
What'd you get for Christmas, Jim?
Yeah, what
Oh,
is
my,
that square thing?
My base for Punch Out came today, and I'm
Base for
actually
Punch-Out.
quite impressed. Yeah, for the
That's a
bottom of the
beautiful
cabinet,
Base, yeah.
and it's already
thought it
ready
was
for
supposed
leg levelers.
Nice.
Nice.
You can get
Nice.
it. You can. I said I'd paint it myself.
Yeah.
because you could either have him paint it or, but yeah. No, and then now it's like no track. Like didn't shoot me a track, and I had no idea, and it just showed up today. I was like, what the? Oh, I know what it is. That is. So I just need to prime and paint it, and that'll make things easy because I'm at the point in my where I can start prepping the cab for laminate and stuff, and so I can hammer this out at the same time. But I'm pretty impressed the how it was packaged and stuff. The shipping actually was more, I'm sure just because of COVID and stuff, but you know, it was $25 and then plus shipping. And so I was charged, I think like 65 total, you know, like 40 for shipping, and shipping was like $48. I saw on the label. So so it was actually quite a bit. So for the time and stuff, the guy really didn't make much money, like
Right,
you know,
yeah.
$20 maybe. So and then if you figure in the materials and stuff, so he really isn't charging anything.
Yeah,
But he did a
totally.
really good
When you
job.
say base, that means like the bottom of the cabinet?
Yeah.
Oh, so it's like a replacement base?
Yeah, all the Nintendo games have that square base on the bottom, that goes on the
Oh.
bottom, and none of them have leg levelers. And so, if depending on how you're moving a cabinet, if there are wheels on the back of them, but they're pretty low. And so, almost always when you get a Nintendo cabinet, at least in my experience, that base gets chewed up.
Yeah.
Like it'll flake and stuff. I have carpet sliders underneath this one, and honestly, it's not terrible. but I ordered that before I even got the game, expecting it to be more chewed up than it is. So I'll replace it. And they're just stapled and glued basically to the bottom of the cabinet. So I'll probably use like wood screws or something.
Cool.
That's
Yeah.
nice. A lot easier than
Yeah.
building it yourself.
Yeah. It's right size.
And I don't
everything,
have
yeah.
I don't have anything more than a handsaw. You know, I don't have room for a big table saw or something here. And actually
Big
removing the
jigsaw.
Well, actually, you do. You sold all those games. You have room for a table saw in your apartment.
That's right.
Nice.
taking off the
Turn
taking
your
off
punch out on the side.
the control
Yeah.
panel.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
This actually was interesting too. I didn't realize it, but it's held on this the speaker panel is held on with screws on the sides, but and then there's a big metal plate, not a hinge, but similar, that mounts like this, and then it's attached in the front with staples again. So I'm probably I pulled the staples out, and I'm just gonna use some really thin wood screws to hold that into. I don't know why. I wish they wouldn't use so many damn staples. I hate them.
Yeah, staples
But-
suck.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you can. Yeah, it's
It's
like,
like
how much more effort would it be to just put some wood screws in there? Really? I mean,
It's because it's fast and quick because they're on a conveyor
Yeah.
line going pop,
Yeah.
pop, 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 zzz,
Yep.
pop, 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 pop.
Yeah.
zzz,
yeah,
Lunch
exactly.
break.
Exactly.
Yabba dabba doo.
Exactly.
Well, I don't know if you guys saw my
Lunch break.
I don't know if you guys saw my Slack post, but getting those monitors out was the biggest pain in the ass. Like, I've never had more problems removing a monitor before, because both of them are held in. I talked about this last week, but with the carriage bolts, at least half of those carriage bolts were seized with the nut. I had to take a Dremel to at least half of them.
But you
And-
love that.
And no,
Yeah.
I don't mind. I'd rather use the Dremels elsewhere, but and I don't mind making some sparks. But when I had to actually Dremel off, cut off, was it 4 bolts, 3 bolts, the head, the entire head, because even making a notch, I couldn't
Wouldn't
I
move.
couldn't twist it. Yeah, and so then I had to take a screwdriver.
Isn't there like a
pound it
special
out,
spray you can throw in there that might help it?
like PB Blast or something?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's shit. Doesn't that work sometimes?
It's sometimes. I used it
It'll
on
break stuff
some
up,
of the
yeah. Kind of turning oil. Yeah.
Yeah, I used it on the red tent a bit, but
Mhm.
these were it was just a plus you have to get kind of in the inside, and to get the area, the where the nut is, it would have been kind of a pain in the ass because it's so dark, you know, even if you're angling the light. So I was just like, fuck it. And you saw my little gif of
Yeah.
all the sparks and
The
shit
sparks.
flying everywhere.
Yeah.
So
No.
So yeah, but that was a pain in the ass. But I'm gonna go out and buy some new carriage bolts, and I might change things up and not get the little lock nuts, and instead use like a washer with something on it, so to kind of prevent that. I mean, these carriage bolts, it was clear that those monitors had never been pulled. Some of them were really rusted to all hell. So it should be better once I put those in. But I got a lot of shit done. Pulled the monitors, rebuilt them, hooked them up to the rejuvenator, cleaned everything, put the side art out, the T molding off. I don't know. The cabinet's almost entirely gutted. So next order of business will be to do my favorite, Bondo, and prep it. Yeah.
Your neighbor's favorite too.
Yeah.
Have a,
Hey.
have a little thing.
Smelling our smoke. I can't wait to get out there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I got a text message from Keith. So I asked him, I told him about the movies we're gonna watch, and he says, yeah. And then he said he has not seen the third one yet, and he plans on being there on Saturday. So
Wow.
Wow.
Amazing.
That's like
Yeah.
having a celebrity amongst
yeah,
the
and he'll probably
crowd.
watch all
Okay.
3 too, because he
I mean,
probably want to see the third
Proper
one.
triple feature. Yeah.
Yeah.
Better go buy your 12 packs before Saturday, everybody.
That's Get your tickets. Buy them.
Get your tickets.
If I didn't work,
They're
till
1, 2
midnight.
free.
They're 1, 2 free. It's right.
So that's gonna be fun.
That's awesome. So yeah, I'll reach out to everyone, but I don't think anyone will probably complain about the feature for that. But,
No, I think that's a good idea.
Yeah.
That's a
Sounds
great
fun.
idea, Andrew. Thank you.
Yep.
Hey, I have every once in a while.
Yeah.
Jim, the awesome job on the punch out. That's fucking cool.
We'll
dude.
see we'll see what happens. I'm actually waiting to order laminate until Carrie gets here on Saturday, and I'm going to use her second opinion to see which laminate I should
Which
get.
one? Yeah.
She's got
Compared to the
she's got the
original?
eye.
Yeah.
Yeah, for the finish. I'm still, man, I keep going back to the gloss, but there's a lot. I mean, you can't go wrong with some of the other just
know.
a flat black and stuff.
But again, I look at the side of Donkey Kong right here, and it's like it's a fucking mirror.
Yeah,
So if it's
it
like
is.
that, it
Well,
looks
here's
so good.
here's something. Well, you can't. There's no way you can see it here. But when
Yeah.
I removed the side art, you could get a sense of what the true finish was before it, saw light or anything like
Scuffed
that.
up and fucked up
And
in years of
and it
media
is
abuse.
actually I feel like it's closer to gloss than it would be to like the regular black Formica. And
Again,
if
I wouldn't be
the worst thing is worst thing is like it'll show fingerprints, it's like
it's
that's kind
in
of a
between
no-brainer.
games and whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think it could look really sharp. I really dig the gloss white on my eyes cabinet, and so I'm kind of like, yeah.
Well, that's what
Yeah.
I was going to ask Jim. Is it an end game on the end of the row, or is it something that's going to
Right,
be
good
sandwiched?
question.
It'll be in the center, but with any of my games, I like to make them so that they could be the end game if they, so
Could be. Yeah.
like if I'm gonna restore it, I'm not gonna half-ass it, but
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
which
Again,
if I was half-assing it, I don't think I would do laminate unless I just wanted to, unless I just wanted to be done with it real quick. I would probably, oh fuck no, I would never do vinyl.
that's a tall vinyl. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, and again, I'm looking at Donkey Kong. And it's a fucking red mirror.
Yeah.
Looking at it from the side.
It's a weird finish, and you know what? When I was going
If it's
around,
anything like that.
well, I was going with my heat gun to remove that side art, and I would get around like some of the carriage bolt holes. It would start bubbling up almost like it was a vinyl or something like that. It's a weird finish. I just can't. It is a weird material.
But it's not like the original gel coat like on Nintendo cabinets, or is it?
I don't know. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, I've
it's a
never tried to
mystery.
heat remove.
Yeah,
the
because
gel
even
coat
like
from
some
it.
other areas, it would kind of bubble up a little bit, and then it would go right back adhere right back to the cabinet. So I don't know what it is. I think it's some sort of paint or whatever, but
Yeah.
it's it's not a vinyl by any means, but it reacts differently than a normal paint.
Yeah. Be interesting
I
to
don't
hear
know.
from like anyone else who's done like Punch Out or even Versus cabinet work. Is that like the gel coat that's on DK and DK Junior?
Yeah, everyone on the threads and stuff that I read, they're all like, "Oh, it's a very unique finish," and blah 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 blah. There's been a couple guys that have done laminate with the regular black Formica, which I have a sample of, which is I use that on Gap Plus underneath the vinyl. And then I know Sean, Fetish Boy, he used an ABS plastic,
Right.
which looked pretty darn good. Because I played that at one of his parties before he sold it, and that was interesting too. But so I don't think you're gonna spot on nail it, but you can come close.
Yeah. It's like what do you want to have in your house? And I
Yeah.
think that no matter what you go with, even a gloss or like a semi-gloss, or even if you went matte, I mean, eventually it's still gonna look
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah, when I
amazing.
get all my shit
To
powder
see,
coated,
like,
I'm gonna go.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's 6.5 foot tall cabinet, like just covered in the same finish.
yeah, in the front too, because I'm gonna go
Yeah.
over because this thing, I don't know if someone painted over it or what, but it's got a different. This is not the same finish as
Weird, but
the rest of the
that's
cabinet.
pretty fucking
Glossy.
there. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's-
Yeah.
but this is
it's almost a
actually.
mirror.
Yeah.
But this
Looks
is
like a piano
glossier.
finish.
This is glossier than
The sides.
than the rest of the
Huh.
cabinet. So I
Interesting.
feel like someone went over they maybe tried to do something and then just went over it with like a gloss paint or something.
Do you see like work marks in it, or like paint marks or anything?
Not really. I don't know. Like,
because you never
there's-
know. I mean, it
there's
could very
chip
well
stuff.
be Nintendo. That's the way they put it out too.
I don't know. Yeah.
Because like I know that like that was one of the things about this when Wyo picked up this red Donkey Kong was he was looking at the detail pictures for the gel coat on the front, and people were saying, oh well, you know, if you're gonna pay for a fucking red Donkey Kong, make sure it's original. And they were looking at close-up shots of it, and they were like, oh no, there's brush marks in it, so someone clearly repainted that, but it's not. It's actually just where the gel coat sunk into the grain of the wood.
Ah, yeah.
And it looks a bit like brush marks,
Huh.
but it's not. It's definitely not. Like if you look at it closely, it's like, no, that's just the wood.
Oh yeah, because I can kind of. There's
So
some
there
horizontal.
might be,
It's like this way.
yeah, something like, so check the grain of the wood. I mean, that's different too. Like, because this is obviously, it's a Japanese cabinet where it's all.
Oh, I take that back. Because where it's chipped here, this is thick. It's not. It's one finish.
Mm.
So I don't. That's
worth
so
look-
weird.
Yeah, I mean, and who knows? Well, again, because they're just moving cabinets out the door, so who knows what they were doing at the time. But yeah. So there's interesting stuff to look at the woodwork, but it's not necessarily obvious what stuff is what. Yeah,
It's strange. Yeah.
Anyway, cool. It's an awesome project. I'm looking forward.
I
to
learned
your
something
progress on
real.
that.
Yeah, I learned something real interesting about the monitors, though. I still have some dialing in to do. I got them mostly dialed in, but you know, until they're in the cabinet and mounted, I can't really do any final adjustments. But I was rebuilt. I had recapped them. I broke a record. I recapped both of them in under an hour, but personal best. But they
That's solid.
yeah. So I had the monitors out of the cabinet, just plugged in, and you know, making some adjustments, and I kept looking. There are areas, fine details like the ropes of the ring, and like with the upper monitor, there was some fine details like in the text and stuff, where I was like, if you look at it, like in those fine details, there's like a jitter, and I'm like, what the fuck's going on here? I don't remember this before, and I'm just losing my head because it's not the whole picture. It's just these areas. And so I'm hopping on Clav and I'm doing all kinds of searches. And finally, one guy has a similar thing, you know, because there's a ton of stuff about Sanyo monitors with jittery issues, but it's not exactly what I'm experiencing. It has to do with, you know, Mario and other games. Finally, I come across the thread where a guy is describing what sounds like the exact thing I'm experiencing, and he said, and he gets all the way to the bottom, and he's like, and he tried a different tube and stuff like that, and he's like, so it turns out it does matter whether or not it's mounted in the cab, because when you put the plexiglass over it, the jitteriness goes away. So I took my tinted plexi and I put it over there, and you can't see it. The jitter's gone. So like this tinted plexi has some other attribute, or it doubles, and that it's like maybe it adds like a blur to it or something, that it's gone. I never would have like, what? You're putting a piece of plexiglass in front of it, but you pull that off, and
It's
it's
not
like
filtering anything.
That's
I'm
crazy.
guessing it's just kind of somehow blurring it or something. I
So
don't
did
know.
you hold it and pull it back a little bit and see if it's still jittering, and then
Yeah.
or you-
Oh yeah, I would just like whoa.
Yeah, but you've
Huh.
recapped like you've recapped
Oh, yeah.
Sanyos before. You look at them on the bench and you're like, that looks gorgeous. Let's put it in the
Yeah.
cabinet.
Yeah, I didn't experience that with the Sharp or the Sanyo
Sharps,
that's in
yeah.
the red tent. Yeah, because I've got a Sanyo and a Sharp in that one in there, and I don't remember that with my DK Junior.
No.
But maybe the level of detail or whatever with Punch Out is different or something. But
Could be.
I don't know.
Yeah. I've never owned a
I was just
Punch-Out,
glad
so,
I bumped the thread because it was from 2012. I'm just like, I know I'm bumping an old thread, but thanks, because I was starting to lose my mind with this. Yeah.
That's insane. Like, did you? I mean, I guess the thing.
I wish I could
try it in a different
record-
game. That would be the
yeah,
interesting
that.
thing. Would be like, all right, can
Yeah.
you try it in your DK or something else? Where it's
Yeah.
like, all right, so is it just the punch out board that has a weird output that has a little bit of jitter? That
I wonder if I could plug it. I could plug it into like one of the Red Tent games, I suppose.
Yeah,
Because I
that
can
would be
access.
really
maybe.
interesting. That the fucking
It's so weird.
plexi
Yeah.
tint would take away jitter.
Yeah. I mean, it's only in little areas. It's not the whole picture, but it was so bizarre. Yeah.
I
Never
I don't know.
heard of that.
Yeah.
Gino
I wouldn't have
shaking his
believed
head.
it
He
either.
doesn't even fucking know.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's bizarre.
I've never experienced something. I never would have thought either until I came across that thread. But
Yeah, where's Buffett?
yeah, he's in the
Yeah.
He's in the
chat.
IRC.
I just saw him pop up in the IRC.
I'm chatting with him because I sent him his letters like a couple days after we talked about it on the show. That was like weeks ago. But he never got back to me because I don't want to print them on the stickers, until he says they're good.
Yeah.
But yeah, I got it done for him.
Well, so get him in here because that's his favorite monitor. It's one of my favorite monitors.
Well,
I
Buffett's-
actually had
I've never
the
seen
expertise.
what you're talking about. So
yeah, and I've got I do have the picture on them. I did also do a really light rejuve on them after I checking the balance of the color guns, but and the picture is super vibrant. But the geometry I have to work on a little bit. There's I'm getting a little bit of a slight pin cushion on like 3 of the 4 sides, like where you know what I mean, where it's kind of bows a little bit down a little. It's not, I mean, I can probably adjust it to where it's fine.
yeah, but it's different with Punch Out because it's actually a full screen game, so you see every corner.
Yeah.
Of it. It's not like Donkey Kong or
Right,
Junior
yeah.
or 3. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm not sure. The only thing I didn't replace is the filter cap, but typically that doesn't really, I mean, the B plus is locked in and it doesn't I've never known a filter cap to have any effect on geometry, but I'm gonna throw them in there anyways. I've got a couple coming, but
as well. Yeah.
yeah. And I was talking to I was talking to my buddy Chris Rhodes, who you guys know. And he said that his Nintendo test rig took a shit on him, so he can't really do much right now. But yeah, I'll come back to that though, because like there's no sense in me really spending a bunch of time fucking with it until I have to put the monitors in the cabinet again. But the pictures look great other than that little geometry stuff. But
awesome.
Yeah, it's
so what do you have left
along.
to do? Yeah, I mean, it's obviously the sides and the fronts. And
Yep,
art and
I
stuff like
gotta
that,
do the lamp. I actually have a little what is on my to-do list
punch
here.
list.
I gotta replace the power cord, but that's easy. I've got T-molding. I gotta replace. Someone threw in a different fluorescent light fixture. You know, like it's like a Walmart special that's in
Not
there.
the original Nintendo one.
Yeah.
It's not. I don't care whether or not it is, but I want to swap it with an LED one. And get it. I want to find one that's a little bit more all the way to the length because this one's a little bit short. And then yeah, it's a lot of prep work, laminate. I'm gonna take that plexiglass to my local glass shop, see if they can recreate it, whether it's a legit glass or a smoked plexi with the bend. If
the
they
bend
can't,
is the tricky part, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
and if they can't, this one I can still get away. I can, worst case, I can still use this one. It's not there are some minor like circular scratches in there, but like during the gameplay and stuff, you don't really notice. You don't notice until the monitors are off for the most part. So I would like to replace it, but but it's not the end of the world.
In there is brutal. I mean, you're not gonna get like a glass replacement, so it's gonna be a plexi. Can they do the bend?
Right.
And the tint. Yeah.
Yeah. And then let's see that I gotta drop off my everything to get powder coated.
I'm bringing coin doors.
Are you? Okay.
Yep.
Because we'll swing by. Actually, I got a text Doug.
Dog.
Is his name.
You do my
The power-
Tron rails and
You
coin door.
just ship
Yeah.
them to Minnesota.
Gotta paint the base.
One flat rate.
Tumble. Throw all the little coin door stuff in a tumbler.
$199.99. We'll paint
And then,
anything.
And you gotta buy
basically, I need to run to the hardware store. I gotta pick up a little wood slate for the back door and then ad blocks. So that's everything basically.
Oh
on
no,
my
you need to
to-do
buy
list.
new carriage bolts too. You cut the old ones off.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
on there too. Yeah, I've got quite a list.
So you just do you just do the thing where you buy the carriage bolts and then just like shave off the foundry stuff?
Oh, the foundry. Yeah,
and then polish them?
do that. I mean,
Yeah.
it depends. Yeah, it depends if they're if they're already black when I buy them, then usually I like whatever.
Oh, you're
I
going
don't
with the black
care.
ones. Are they black?
Yeah, well, I thought
factory
about it.
ones?
No, these were silver.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It depends on what whatever.
I usually just like throw them on the grinder and just like
Yep.
knock down the
Or in a
foundry.
drill and just
Yep.
sandpaper. Yeah. So little shit like that. But the biggest stuff is it should go pretty quick.
So you're still
there's
looking-
not a ton of Bondo. It's mostly edges and
end of September is your still goal.
I would like to think so, but it could possibly be early mid-October. We'll see. It's more along the lines of get it done before the winter.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not in the super rush, although I'm anxious to get it done so I can play the thing.
Awesome. I mean, yeah, cool, dude. It's
Yeah,
awesome.
it'll be
Seeing
fun
progress.
when it's it's interesting to look at. I'm still blown away that neither monitor actually rests on the wood. It's just there as like a safety. It seems I don't know, it seems kind of dumb. Cuz it's like how did they expect operators to have another person helping them remove this stuff? Because you kind of have to be ready after you remove that last bolt. I don't know. And then part of you
I
is
guess
like, well,
get it
is
home
there
and
something
just leave
different
it.
about mine?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What if you had the game
Uh-huh.
on this? What if you had the game on its side while you're
Well,
removing it?
How many bolts hold the monitors in?
6, 3 on each side.
Yeah.
Wow.
So 6. Yeah.
Well, so looking at Donkey Kong, I see 5 on each side.
Okay.
So-
Yeah. Yeah. It's 3, and yeah. And if you look at the flyer, that's that's legit.
See,
But,
yeah.
but yeah, it's interesting that all that weight of that monitor rests on those bolts. You know.
I mean, they're pretty burly if you think about it. I mean,
Yeah.
carriage bolts.
Yeah. I don't know. Makes me appreciate all the cabinets I have though, where the monitor is resting on a piece of wood, and like in the case of like a Williams cabinet or something, where you can just pull the
Yeah.
whole thing out.
100%.
Williams ones are nice.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But you
I
gotta
really
remember,
like Williams
too, like
cabs.
when they were designed, it's like, this shit's supposed to last for 2-3 years on location.
Right. Yeah.
Trash.
Yeah,
Everything is
even the
trash. You
midway
just buy a
cabinets
new
are
game.
nice though, like because everything's on those rails, those metal rails. You just
Mm.
What
Oh,
do you?
yeah, so-
what would you
dude,
say?
fucking
would-
Tron is brutal. Dude, like pulling
Out
a
of-
monitor from Tron or Spy Hunter, that's like complicated.
oh, I've never pulled one.
What's the best
Oh.
made arcade machine you think, as far as like
cabinet
to last
design?
the longest? Yeah, like really well made, just great monitor, great controls that are solid that
Atari.
won't break. Did you say just Atari in general, or a
Atari,
certain
Yeah, I would
game?
say like Donkey Kong.
Well, but I would say Atari makes in general the most complicated, like
Oh, complicated.
but also like safe shit, right? Because like
Yeah.
the
like
monitors
robust,
don't go
everything.
anywhere. Like pole positions, they got the fucking shelves for the monitors. 720, the whole fucking back box is monitor. Well, but then the earlier stuff like Tempest, that shit's just floating. Atari, yeah, like Star Wars is totally floating.
What do you mean by floating? The monitors floating in there?
They're bolted in by the front. There's no under support, so they're
Right.
just
Oh, so there's
purely
no like
supported.
table to sit on.
Yeah, they're purely supported by the front of the monitor.
Yeah. Yep.
But who does it better, Williams
Williams had a
I
nice
like
idea with the
Williams.
monitor tray. It's to slide out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you saw the
Yeah.
bolt holes on the side. You can actually drop the bolt through and then hold it in its place while you're working on it.
Mm.
I really like the Williams.
The
cabinet
Williams,
design.
the
Probably the most
downside-
like workable. Yeah.
Yeah, the downside of the Williams cabinets, the fronts and back, they're always chewed up.
Yeah.
The bottom of the
Yeah.
cabinet.
Yeah.
I will say though, I think the
Shredded.
as
Yeah.
far as the monitor stuff goes, I think Nintendo nailed it with the look from the
Yeah.
cabinet, because with the black bezel around it and everything, it looks like the picture is just floating.
It just-
Like
yeah,
you're just looking at
shows-
it's just
yeah.
black.
See,
and
I
it's
thought
just,
you
here's the
guys were
picture.
gonna say red tint, but then I was thinking maybe it's the
Fuck
monitor that's
that,
fucked,
no.
right? It's the monitor that's shitty, right?
Yeah.
I mean, aren't they made pretty I mean, they're metal.
Oh
and
yeah,
shit.
yeah,
mean, it's super
yeah.
solid
You pull them out the
inside.
front.
But yeah,
But
the
it's just
monitors are
cluttered.
like a huge. Yeah, I mean, inside is like. No, actually, no, that's not true. I mean, they do a good job of like wiring routing, because a lot of the wiring the harness runs through the top, through the middle, sort of
Yeah.
horseshoe.
And they've got
So-
plenty of those like metal wire
Yeah,
wrap
the little
things.
wire
those
wrap
little-
things. Yeah, that holds everything in place. Yeah, those are really good. That's really well. And actually, Nintendo does that with the Donkey Kong cabinets and the other cabinets too,
yeah.
where they have the same little fold over metal
Yeah.
things.
Yep,
Hmm.
yep. Same with Punch Out. Yeah.
That doesn't exist, and I don't think any other cabinet I've worked on.
No, they're all those plastic little screw down,
crappy
tie
ones.
down things.
Yep.
Yeah. That shit. Or even worse, the adhesive ones.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Those
as far
never
as
hold up.
Williams cabinets, like working on them, like for conversions, I think William cabinets probably would win that one. But for like pure, just like how it should be based on the original thing, man, Atari's just
Ataris are
together.
built like tanks.
They
They're
fit together
solid.
so well, and they're just so well thought out, and how everything just like, oh, it's like right where you expect it to be.
So
Just-
heavy
Yeah.
usually though. They're,
Well,
they're
yeah,
monsters.
tanks again. Yeah.
Yeah, tanks. But what? Yeah.
If you wanted to beat someone to death with a arcade cabinet, it would be an Atari.
Do it with a Peter
would not-
Packrat.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like if your worst
Ma-
villain
Marvel
were standing
Madness.
underneath Todd Tucky's warehouse.
Yeah, drop a Marble Madness on their head and they'll feel it.
Which cabinet would you throw off to kill your worst enemy? It would
Yeah,
be the
what-
Atari cabinet.
What one would kill him the quickest and most dead?
Super sprint.
Yeah.
It's big.
Star Wars chair.
Oh, the Star Wars-
Cock-
Yeah.
cockpit.
you could be making a phone call
Yeah.
the whole way down.
Yeah.
I'll throw my XD cabinet
I
on
think
you.
this might be a little bit heavier than a sprint. Not sure though.
I think
might be
I think one of the
fucking heavy.
heaviest is
It took
Spy
two of
Hunter.
us to
I thought
carry it
Spy
up.
Hunter
It's
was
a
really heavy.
I've heard
Spy
about
Hunters-
Spy Hunter.
Spy hunters are fucking stupid.
That's the
heavy.
heaviest thing I've ever moved.
John,
Anything
John
arcade.
is
Really
one of the
tall,
heaviest.
What's
Yeah,
the,
not
what's the
kidding.
weight?
It's
Yeah.
so
What's the
solid
weight of
and
it?
heavy.
Yeah,
I don't
Tron's a
know.
bitch.
It's got
But I-
weights and
Yeah.
everywhere.
Tron,
oh yeah,
same
carrying.
thing.
Yeah.
Yep. But I think
Let's
Spy
see,
Hunter is
Spy
heavier than
Hunter.
Tron.
Is
Pretty
it?
sure. Having moved
I'm gonna
both,
see if I can see.
It's
the
got a lot
weight
of
on it.
metal in it.
Let's
I would
see.
I would rather move a Tron, I think, than a Spy Hunter. But I would move any game besides a pinball machine in here.
Yeah, pins are ridiculous. You gotta have
720
wheels
is the
for those.
worst fucking cabinet. That's a normal upright standard one player cabinet. That's the worst cabinet to move in here for me.
It's funny. All these years we've done the show, we've never talked about this.
Back when we had our question of the day.
Yeah, we used to do question of the
Yeah,
week and
like-
stuff. Then we
Week,
ran
yeah,
out
there we
of. We got so sick of answering them, and got ran out of like interesting questions to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
We
think
just-
it was when Orange Whip stopped joining us.
Probably.
We were like,
Yeah.
Dad isn't going to make us do the question of the week
Yeah,
anymore.
that's right.
Yeah.
We were like
Play it.
recalcitrant
Let's
children.
play hooky.
Fuck
Totally.
the question.
Yeah,
Careful,
exactly.
he might,
Questions.
he might change the password and take us offline.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right, so this says that the upright is 300 pounds, which would be heavier than Punch Out. Punch Out's 287.
Does it say the weight of Spy Hunter? Anywhere?
That's what I just said. 300
Yeah.
pounds.
300. Oh, sorry. I
Way to
didn't
pay
hear that.
attention, Mock.
I was daydreaming for a
All
second.
right, so could you look up? So could you look up 720?
Mm.
Yeah, it's a 25
That's got a 25
monitor.
inch monitor
So,
Oh,
yeah.
and a fucking awkward ass shit fucking base.
Well, I was gonna say the other one that's like super awkward and hard to move is the exity shooters. Like, you know, my chiller.
Oh,
That's what I was
yeah.
saying, like
Yeah,
Cheyenne.
with the
that would be
gun
worse.
and you try to lift it from the back and it's just like the
Where do you
finding
move
the
it? Yeah.
the balance point and stuff.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I, don't know,
Cheyenne
I
might be
feel
worse than
like
720.
Donkey Kong, those Nintendo cabs are kind of like it's a combo of a light cabinet. Like the joystick is super robust. I mean, you never really have to rebuild those things. Like it's not a grommet, you know.
All
And
metal. Yeah.
in my experience, most of the monitors were great. I mean, I think I've had one out of like 10 or 12 machines I've owned where the monitor was kind of jacked up. All the rest always worked great.
What about that Zaxxon?
720, 330 pounds. Oh,
Wow.
shit.
Yeah.
That's almost as heavy as Wonka.
Yeah, 720 doesn't fuck around. That cabinet sucks to move.
I was thinking of more like the 4-player Cyberball.
How difficult is it to remove
obviously,
the monitor?
Yeah,
on
you
that?
want to like Super Sprint is worse than 720, but like I was just thinking like a single player cabinet.
Yeah.
and a
Is it
basic
pretty easy to
cabinet.
remove the monitor on 720?
Nope.
Do you have to pull it out the front?
Yep.
Or is that? Yeah. Oh fuck! I hate
because
that.
because
Yeah.
it's tapered in the back.
That's what I had to do with Punch Out. I didn't realize it. I was trying to pull them out the
Yep.
back. Yeah.
Nope. You got to pull that shit out the front.
Yeah, that
I
scared
don't
me.
like that.
I can hate that shit.
Yeah, you got that.
Fuck
neck
this
to it.
hobby.
Yeah.
That's when it helps to have a second person. Yeah.
What are we
I'm out.
doing?
A second
I'm out. I'm
hand.
done.
That's right.
Bam.
I'm done.
How do we put up with this? So,
Said everything's
I'm
for
gonna
sale.
write a letter to
I mean, Super Sprint.
CEO of Atari.
Super Sprint, just to move it across the garage, you actually properly should undo the carriage bolts inside the monitor
Yes. And slide
cabinet
it
part of it
forward.
and slide it forward because you can't get a dolly on the back unless
Yeah.
What
you
the
slide
fuck?
the
Well, if you
whole
have
monitor box forward.
The whole.
if you have a certain dolly like the Harbor Freight ones where the bottom is longer, you can get
Maybe
away
with
with
a
that.
really long tongue on the
So
dolly.
I brought my Super Sprint to
Yeah.
CAX multiple
Yeah.
times. And here's the thing about
Oh.
Super Sprint though, Andrew, I didn't know for like the first 3 or 4 years that I owned mine that it was actually adjustable. The head.
Yeah, you can adjust the head.
But mine was like set forward when I got it.
Oh,
and like your
no.
knuckles would hit the bottom
Yeah,
of the
you
monitor.
hit the
every now
monitor
and
when
then.
you're sitting on the wheels.
Like,
Yeah.
why? I don't remember doing that, Yeah.
Yeah. The monitor, you actually adjust it like probably like 3-4 inches
Yeah. It's
on the
yeah.
top.
There's like a couple
backwards and
bolts
forwards.
and they're on slotted things in the wood where you can slide the whole head forward. So the back of the cabinet is more flush.
Basically flat. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so like moving that thing around, that's besides pinballs, because those don't even count. But like I think that's the worst thing to move around here. Next would be 720. Next after that would be Big Blue. Fuck the Big Blue.
How heavy is a
Oh,
big
man.
Blue?
Oh, it's fucking brutal.
Is it?
It's taller than me.
Yeah, because that. Yeah,
That's
with
pretty
the
tall.
And it's
the marquee.
all it's that thing fucking I hate moving that thing. That's why 720 and the Big Blue are right there in the back corner. I left them there, and that's where they're gonna stay.
See, I'm looking like when I start seeking out the Big Blue cabinet I want. Actually, it will be a pain in the ass to move it, but the monitor will come out. And my buddy Jason's a huge Street Fighter nut, so he's gonna be so eager to like help me move that
you?
thing. So
Yeah.
I'm like,
Nice.
I'm not worried at all. Yeah.
So that's my bad ones, but I don't know what you guys probably have different bad ones that you have to move.
Probably the worst one I ever had was, and I didn't know it that long. It was called, I think, Beast Busters. It like had these guns that had like 2 or 3 guns on it, and I want to say it was a 33-inch monitor, and it was
Oh my
in the
God.
bottom facing up on a mirror.
Oh,
So you're like when you're looking at the game, it's reflected off a mirror.
Oh
But
yeah.
it was fucking giant and so heavy. I'm like, why would they do this? Yeah, I was happy to get rid of it.
I will
Yeah,
say that.
and none of its own cockpits either, so those don't count either.
Oh yeah.
No, I do have the
well,
cockpit.
team.
Oh shit, Gino, that's yeah. I didn't-
And
Sinistar-
Team Ec.
Sinistar cockpit's kind of heavy.
Yeah,
That-
I hate that
One
one. Yeah.
piece.
Yeah.
that
I,
I'm sure is a proper bitch.
The
Yeah.
Team Ec that me and Scott restored
Ec, too.
that I picked up. Yeah, but as long as you're not going upstairs, that's actually a surprisingly easy game to move because it breaks in half in the center, and it's already got casters underneath it.
Casters,
It's got
yeah.
casters.
So,
Yeah, so you just roll
so
it
you,
around.
and it's just the right width that goes through a conventional door. So that was surprise. Now when we moved it into Scott's house, we we made a ramp out of 2x4s going and loaded each half through his basement window, and it worked. But we had 3 guys. So
It's a sort of egress window. Like what the fuck?
it was he pulled, I don't know how big that was, a monstrous window, and he
Giant plate
pulled the
glass. Yeah.
he pulled the whole fucker out, and we made a ramp, and it wasn't it was a really long decline, and I think it was me and Jason were I think we were at the bottom or getting ready because it wasn't like we weren't like this, it was and then Scott was at the top, and it worked quite well, but each side is a 25-inch monitor in that game, so
Yeah.
that was
I gotta
that
look
was
it up because
interesting.
I want to say Stun Runner actually was probably the most heavy cabinet I ever had.
That's
But
Oh, that looked horrible.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
pretty heavy.
Lifting it in the back of my
Yeah.
truck was
I-
a freaking nightmare.
what about that
remember you
road
talking
what
about
about the
that
road blasters cockpit or whatever?
Ooh,
Yeah,
have
that
that
one was pretty big too. But I want to say Stun Runners was worse though.
Ah,
and,
The long plastic
and
like,
fancy
bar
that they're both
seat.
Ataris.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
I will say, like as a contrast, though, one of the pain in the ass cabinets, surprisingly, is super hang on, because the whole top, that's a plastic cowl, that fiberglass or whatever, and so you're paranoid as hell to crack that thing.
Right.
So as you're
Mm.
moving it, so for other reasons,
I just took the shroud on Starship One. I took that off before I even thought about taking it out of the garage.
the problem with
Just
the
to not
super
worry
hang on
about,
cowl,
about it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
the
It was
cowl on
already
Super Hang
cracked,
On,
so it's
though?
like I'm not risking it.
Yeah.
yeah,
No, fuck.
yeah, and that's
Where
the
are you gonna
thing though,
replace
like
that?
yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Good on you, Seabart.
Well,
Time
surprisingly,
machine.
Amazon.com.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I'm
Let's
looking
try
at the
that.
flyer, it says Stun
You
Runner
better
None
learn how to
available.
150 pounds.
fiberglass a fucking boat.
350.
Yeah, I swear I
Holy
felt
shit.
like
Type that
600,
in.
though.
It's gonna say "fuck you."
Yeah.
What's the weight? Fuck you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you have this in? Fuck you.
What was the other cockpit?
A
thing
big.
said
Fuck off.
that I had? Not Stunner. Oh,
Fuck
Road
you.
Blasters.
There we go.
At least Road Blasters and Stunner are both 19-inch monitors.
Yes, true.
Actually, I had a good one up here.
Afterburner. That'd probably would be pretty heavy. That's an eight ball
Cockpit?
says.
Yeah.
8-ball Paul.
At asteroids?
I would
So I
think
was- I was actually looking on-
Afterburner would be similar to Hang On, though. Wouldn't they? Like for uprights?
Leo left a good afterburner when we were in Denver.
Left a taste in all of our mouths.
The Road Blaster says 27 pounds.
What was
Should
the
have
weight?
been within about 100 feet of him after that wing challenge. Oh.
Oh,
Ugh.
Ugh.
well, that was literally that night too.
I lost that bet.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at the Williams flyer.
Buffett and Leo bet.
Yeah.
Sinistar
Guess who
cockpit.
won?
That was a dumb bet.
The man who can crush 2 family-sized pans of lasagna. Yeah.
Buffett
No,
will
no, it wasn't
not
lasagna.
lose. There's no way.
How much was Sinistar
We've
cockpit?
seen Buffett eat.
Neil?
Yeah.
What was that?
How much was the Sinistar cockpit?
Do you know about that, Gino? We had a eating contest.
No, and I wasn't invited.
You weren't hanging. You weren't going to Grinkers yet.
Denver.
I
Yeah.
don't think you were in
Denver.
Grinkers.
The first one was in Denver. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Who could eat the most wings at
Oh,
Wings and
that's
Things?
right, yeah.
Not Wings and Things. Buffalo Wild Wings.
Buffalo Wild Wings.
Yeah, B-dubs.
And I forget how much to bet. How much I bet on that. I don't
How many
remember.
wings?
I
Did
They
you
would
have?
think
no,
it was dinner. Was
It was just the bill.
Oh, that's
but-
right.
You may have
we
bet
had-
on top of that.
Yeah,
but,
we
like,
had bets
Right,
The
going.
bet
we had-
between the
yeah.
two of them was just the bill.
I think Andrew.
And there's
I
no
think I
way
bet
Buffett was
you.
going to lose that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
can bet me because I would have bet on Buffett.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I believe his exact
I
quote
was best,
I
but
could have
I
eaten more if they weren't so nasty.
bet
Yeah.
You didn't like the sauce, yeah.
on Leo. I bet on Leo winning. because I
You-
sat and watched them, a big pile of wings at Colorado that
Oh,
one.
that's right.
Yeah.
I was measuring it, and you were measuring it. We were doing.
Oh,
like
that's right. We were counting
our
it.
phones. Yeah,
Yeah,
But
I was
I-
counting.
I didn't
yeah.
actually bet anybody.
I bet somebody. I lost.
So it was 54 for Buffett
I think it was
and
20
45
bucks.
or yeah, I don't know.
36
Yeah.
for
I
Leo.
don't know if Leo broke. 40.
I mean,
It was
I might be
close.
able to do 20. I'm like, that'd be pushing it.
Wasn't
Yeah.
the bill like
I
$100
can't
or
do-
something?
I can't. Well, it was because they ordered
Yeah.
like 3 or 4 orders each
Yeah.
Yeah.
of
Oh,
wings.
Wow.
of wings, and that's not cheap. I'll do.
Oh,
I'll do.
geez.
I wish we filmed it.
Yeah.
Oh, we
Well, it
should
took
have.
a while though. I mean,
It
that would have
did,
been
yeah.
that
Just
was-
then I would edit it for highlights, or Jim would. We just
Yeah.
a highlight reel.
speed it up. Yeah.
Like when Leo's turning
Just-
different
just
colors, he's about to be a
time-lapse
throw up.
Yeah.
Time
just-
lapse.
No,
And Buffett's like,
it's,
give me
it's
another
it's
order.
342 pounds.
See, now, and
Buffett's
I'll
licking
do,
his fingers and
I'll
Give
do
me
bets for
more.
spicy. I'll eat spicy as
He
soon as
ate
I
all of
fucking
them, I
make it,
think.
but
I think Buffett
can't
ate
do
all
the
of them.
amount.
Yeah, Buffett.
Remember
cleared
how
his- that
organized
volume
Buffett
is no
was,
good
though?
for me.
Remember how organized he was
Yeah.
with how
Oh,
he
yeah.
put the bones
Yeah,
back
yeah.
in the.
He was laying them down.
spot?
He was like making a little fucking log cabin.
Like a I know. My Star Wars
fucking
figures.
chicken.
in
He's
there.
got them organized from
Yeah.
largest to smallest, and
Holy
yeah.
shit.
It was amazing.
And he had
It's like a
stack
Lego
of napkins
castle.
and
Yeah,
he
little
had
Lego
his-
castle.
It's his Lincoln logs, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Those-
Well, he was laying Lincoln Logs later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were on
Big-
fire.
A big
No.
chicken log.
I'm perfectly happy doing. If someone wants to challenge me for
He
hot
didn't
stuff,
eat hot wings.
but-
though. Remember, he wanted just
No,
plain. I
he was
think.
doing
No,
like he was doing
they were
mild
mild and
barbecue or
honey
something.
sweet
Yeah.
sweet wings, and I can't. do
And
spicy.
Leo was doing hot the whole time.
I think
50
that was
wings like
his
that.
downfall. I think.
Yeah.
no,
Protein
And
parts
there's,
all
you know,
night.
that was his
It was
downfall.
fun.
I think his downfall was he challenged Buffett.
Yes, that's true. Good point. Yeah.
I'm looking at, so I was trying to figure out remember where the numbers were. So I called up my video from Grinkfest 2018, and it's a picture of Leo with how many he ate. And then
Oh,
for
there's
Buffett,
a picture.
and for Buffett, it's just an image not found logo. Completely forgot I did that.
Look, I'm in that picture, but I'm holding up my phone to take a picture of
Yeah.
them eating, so you can't see me.
It's like, what did you two
Oh, wait,
take
we're
that on
showing
that
the-
photo?
Is that
Oh,
the picture
wait.
that Gleek is posting right now.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
that's
Gleek
the
is totally
one.
posting the challenge.
that's the one.
Ah.
Oh,
Oh,
doesn't
cool.
Buffett doesn't want to be on a picture though.
No, I know,
Well,
but
that's-
he's definitely in there.
He's not
There's the
there.
back
He's
of my
in a
head.
Dell's arcade video. What are we talking about?
But that all at least that.
Oh, he's wearing the fucking naked shirt too,
Yeah,
the bear
Oh.
shirt.
I love that thing. Fucking hilarious.
Is that Leo's
Yeah.
turns? Is that who that's next to me?
That's next to you is Leo. Yeah,
Yeah.
not Leo. That's
Our Super Sterns.
Super Sterns.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's Dave.
So I asked him if I could have one of his little. He had like boneless wings,
Hey, there's me.
and he had like this mango sauce. I was like, "Oh, that looks pretty good. Can I try one?" Because he had a huge pile. He's like, "Oh yeah, I got a ton of them. You go ahead and you have it as many as you want." I'm like, "Oh wow, I just want one." I put one, pop it in my mouth, and it was a habanero sauce that I've never had before.
Oops.
I saw it was so bad. I was like, oh. I think I saw God.
I've had
It was
20
so hot. My
I've had a
God.
20 piece of B Dub's hottest wings that they do.
Oh, you can do that?
They're not that bad.
Really? Oh, I'm a puss.
I don't have a tolerance.
Like
Or-
I
guess
would
after the
100%
third one,
do.
your taste buds are melted, so you don't.
Yeah,
taste
Yeah.
and
it.
you're sweating. You're sweating.
Do
like
do Homer and coat your tongue in wax.
wax.
I don't want to do it on
Yeah.
vacation because
Yeah.
shit could go south the next day, especially at Grinkers. I'm not gonna fuck up a Grinkers day because B Dubs is gonna make me shit fire for a day.
You're gonna eat lightning and crap
happened.
thunder.
There goes your
Will
son.
crap
Bye,
thunder.
Come on,
Sunday.
rock.
Yeah, have a nice day, Sunday.
So,
Rack.
it doesn't always happen with the super hot wings, but like no, like
Catch
B
the
Dubs,
chicken, rat.
I
Rack.
I would 100% happily do here in Denver. B Dubs like 10 wing challenge, but I don't want the fucking. I don't want them to bring out the siren.
Should
and,
we
like,
do a hot, like the
Do
hottest
their-
wing challenge with each other? Who can you guys do that?
I
Well,
mean,
sounds
out.
like Andrew's gonna win.
Yeah.
I know,
Yeah.
huh?
I do hot, but I don't. I prefer not to be in actual pain with my
Oh,
food.
you-
But I take. But I enjoy hot food. I mean, like for me, I made some pork dish, and for me, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna, I threw in a couple of chopped up jalapenos because
I don't need to sweat after I've had something to eat.
Like if you and Andrew just had like the sample amount of like the hottest wing they have, would you try that or do that against him or not?
I don't. I think he
Not for a
probably win.
challenge.
Yeah, I
But it'd
think. I
be
mean,
fun.
yeah, because I don't
like that's the thing.
I can-
I'll
I
go
can
there
eat hot, but
and I'll order the hottest they have, but I don't want it fucking a
Die.
show. Like, well, because at B-dubs they do the thing where they bring out and they like talk on a microphone.
Oh,
like,
I hate
oh my
that
god,
shit.
someone wants to fucking do the hottest wings on the planet.
I hate
I
that.
don't want that.
Hey, everybody,
But at the
look at
same
this
time-
dumbass.
I'm an
At the same
attention
time.
whore.
Yeah. I don't want none of that shit, but I'm gonna eat those wings.
How are you, Gino? Can you eat those hot wings?
I probably could, but I want to enjoy my food. I don't want to be burning all night long.
That's how I am. Yeah, me too. All right, forget that idea.
I like burn.
I'm trying to come up with something because we all can't just out eat
For
each other.
me, it can be
Thing is that
hot,
that's
but there
100%
has to be
right, like-
flavor behind it, and not just all burn.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It should be something else besides pain.
Yep.
It needs to be anything else, any flavors.
But
That
I'm
always-
sure I've talked about this before on the show. Like the place in Monterey that we used to go, they had like the hottest hot sauce thing, but it was on shrimp. And it's like shrimp has no flavor.
yeah,
So they just basically put it on lava on shrimp and you had to eat it. And it's like, there's no flavor here. It's just lava. I may as well just be like eating hot sauce. And it's like,
Yep.
that's not fun. It has-
For anybody.
The whole point of hot sauce
For
is
you,
that
it's chocolate penis. Very
penis.
tasty and
It's
delicious.
it's a lava penis in your mouth. And who wants that?
No one.
No, but no,
Someone might.
Speak for yourself.
it's like Thai food and stuff like that.
It's not
The-
my
the-
thing.
The hotness should just open up your taste buds so you taste the flavors that they're trying to give you even more.
Not that there's
And a
anything
good hot
wrong with that.
sauce should just it should be
Shut
you should
up,
be tasting the
Wesley.
garlic and tasting the other flavors they're adding to the hot sauce.
Who can
It's
eat
not
them?
just about-
Who can eat the garlic cheese wings?
Mm,
All of us.
All
Yes.
actually,
Fine,
no,
Some
I
black
can't.
hand
I can
sage
do
and I'll
heat.
eat
I
that.
can't do heavy garlic.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh.
it's just,
or direct sunlight, or
yeah.
Vampire.
The reason why they've never seen me in the Tay.
Sunlight, it burns. It burns.
Turn those UV lights down.
But
anal
yeah, for
explosions.
like
and
for
again, the
people
next
that can
day,
eat this
I don't
shit
want to do this
and-
shit on vacation because
No,
yeah,
true.
sometimes,
Yes.
Ruin
you
it.
know, I mean, even if you're used to the hot stuff, the next day it's not.
That's why I was
always
surprised Leo was
super
still
awesome.
getting hot wings for.
But he wasn't.
Do it
eating-
on a
challenge.
Sunday right before the work week.
He wasn't
did-
eating like the
Yeah.
worst that they had.
No,
was
I
just
think he just had mild or hot.
Just
or
give me the hot
something.
stuff.
I
Yeah.
think
Yeah.
he didn't have common cause. He just went there with like generic.
That's why we
Yeah.
didn't go to
Mhm.
that Mexican place that was in South Park by you.
Oh, don't want to talk
Oh.
about Mexican
You're
right
like-
Well, if you
now,
guys wanna
jerk.
do-
That'll
Yeah.
be bad news.
If you guys want to do Casa Bonita, come on back.
Casa Bonita.
Like,
I'll just have
It
chinks
will not
and
be
salsa.
hot until the next
Yeah.
morning when
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
rest of it just.
Is it mostly
then-
just
yeah.
kids in that place, or is it a
Yeah.
mix?
You
course,
should just
it's-
get a Coke there.
Yeah, you
Get
just
a Coke and
you go
leave.
there, you go
Yeah,
there, you
beer.
order a
Two
burrito,
Cokes.
and you don't eat it,
Yeah,
Don't
and you
eat
just
it.
watch the spectacle.
Don't eat the burrito.
No, you don't eat the food there. You eat before you go to Casa Bonita,
Okay.
right? And then you go there, but you have to order food to get in.
It's like going to Pizza Hut before you go to Chuck E. Cheese to
It's
eat
like
their
Chuck E.
pizza.
Cheese. Like, yeah, cheese. You got to order something.
Yeah,
to
Chuck
get
E. Cheese
exactly.
pizza sucked.
Otherwise, you're like some sort of pedophile. So you got to get in the place.
You gotta have a pizza in front of you, or you look like a pedophile sitting
Right.
there looking at the kids. Yes.
But for the experience to go play the arcade
It's all
games
for
and see
appearances.
Black Bart's
it's
cage.
for appearance.
Yeah.
I'm eating this pizza. I am
Okay,
eating
sorry.
it.
So Buffett's actually in IRC right now, and he's been commenting, but I didn't see because I had the photo up. I got a free meal out of it at least.
He did. Yep,
Yeah.
100%. He won. There's no question.
I don't
Oh,
do
no,
heat, but some,
everyone,
like,
it was
actual
all on the up
flavor in
and up, all
wings.
of it.
Yeah, 100%.
Mhm.
He totally won.
Yep.
That was fun. That was a fun little contest.
Need
That
at
was-
least
that was fun.
20, or it just pisses me off to eat 10.
I think the waitresses are kind of getting a kick out of it. They walk by and laugh.
Well, they thought it was hilarious.
Man!
We
Yeah,
ordered.
We had
Sets of
better
wings 3
waitresses
times
that
for
year
each.
than
Yeah.
previous.
But we still waited for like 45
Yeah.
minutes. Between
They sure
the
take
orders.
forever there. Why'd they take so
They do.
long?
Well,
the first
one
year wasn't
B-dubs
that long. It
varies
was the second year
to
that
another.
it-
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
hour.
definitely not all the
They're
same.
Not
always slow to
consistent
me.
across the board.
No, I wonder if they're independently owned. Probably not. They're probably
They're pretty corporate
Yeah.
owned, if you ask me. They
Definitely
feel
quirky,
they're exactly the same everywhere
Like-
you go.
yeah.
We had good service at the one near me, and then the other good one was the one in Lodi.
hmm Yeah, the one
Um,
near me is terrible.
Yeah.
Really?
Like it flat out, I won't go back there. It's so bad. And I
Some of them
love
are-
the one that we.
Some of
so
them,
it-
like, I mean, I
they-
don't know use the right word, but they're kind of a little bit ghetto. I don't know
Yeah.
if that's the right
Well,
word.
Trashy,
There's-
trashy.
It
Trashy.
Yeah.
might be under the
trashy.
same banner, but it
janky.
could be a franchise.
I'm not
Yeah.
meaning it to be racist at all. Like, there's like
No.
trashiness.
You restaurant racist.
yeah, and they vary.
Well, it's
so
not. It's not a race thing. It's just like you go in there. It's
Yeah.
like, oh, it's like it's crappy.
yeah, dirty and just
Yeah.
not done
The
done
floor has
nicely.
a
and-
slime to it.
Yep, the one in San Jose by my mom isn't very nice. Yeah.
I like the
Right,
wing
yeah.
place you took us to, Andrew. That place was fun.
That place is local.
Yeah.
That's
That was good.
That local place we went
Yeah.
to, the one where Leo ate a huge pile.
Fire on the mountain.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Gave
Yeah,
me
that's
false hope.
I know.
Yeah, watching Leo put down 36 wings was still pretty impressive. In
Yeah,
that place.
and I thought that was to share. Remember that?
I know,
I know.
yeah.
He walks out.
That
and the
was
waitress
not
puts
very
that down, and
sneaky
he's
of
like-
them.
And he's like, wasn't quite the prison arm around his
It
plate.
was this pile of just
but
wings.
it was like,
and he just
holy shit. He just started fucking just bam,
and-
bam,
yeah.
bam.
And I've got my little 6 wings in front of me, and like
Yeah, I don't remember what I even
Damn.
ordered there.
I'm a-
I was on the other table, and I think I
You did
know
have a
I
couple
did. I think a
tables,
couple
yeah.
of us did where we just kind of got some stuff and just shared it.
Yeah.
yeah.
And then
Well,
were
'cause you have to
talking-
order at the
you guys
counter
were
and then
talking
just
about,
bring it
like, you
out.
got this huge platter, and you guys are assuming it was to share. And
I thought he was going to share some of it.
Yeah,
And she just put the thing down in front of him. And he just like
Silly me.
grabbed it and pulled it towards him. And he's like, that's
I didn't
eating-
get one of those wings.
I'm literally eating.
He
Other
shared with
36
us later.
wings.
I was sitting
Yeah,
to
He
his
fumes.
did share
left.
with us
Yeah.
later.
Did he? Okay.
Yeah, that was the fart. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
That was the cheek sneak.
So
Yeah.
just a quick bit of trivia. So B-Dubs is a franchise you can buy into. Minimum $750,000 liquid cash, and they expect investment levels between 1.5 and 3.5 million. So then you too can have your
All right,
Yay.
Steve Hart, there's your chance.
buy into a
There's
I
your
can have
end.
my, I
Into a
can have my own
franchise.
sticky
Right on.
floor restaurant.
Yep, exactly.
Mopping the floor is on you.
Yeah, precisely. And not
I
everybody.
will teach him how to cook it fucking right. Someone else go front the fucking couch.
Oh,
I do
and-
not have that much.
Last bit of
You don't just
trivia,
have $750,000 laying around in
I
your
know,
parents'
right?
house.
Yeah, well, you got to
B-dubs.
remember American to Canadian, like the exchange rate's what 1.45 or something?
Gigawatts.
Yeah,
Watts.
go ahead and put like we have 1.25 million Canadian.
Yeah.
into it. Yeah.
By now.
21 gigawatts!
the headquarters for B-Dubs is in Minneapolis.
Oh.
With-
Oh no shit.
yeah, that might explain why you have such a good one. Although
Yeah.
then like
But we haven't
Lodi,
been to, we haven't been to,
Yeah.
well, wait, we did the one in Mall of America. That's right.
they expanded. Yeah, that was a good one. They expanded into Canada in 2010. They were
Ah.
established in
Mhm.
1981.
Huh.
That's
Wow.
when James Disbrow and Scott Lowry, both from Kent, Ohio, went on a search for buffalo-style chicken wings. They couldn't find one, so they opened their own.
Got
in
drunk and then
Columbus.
Oh.
concocted
Yep.
an idea.
Yep.
I like their
They're in
B-Dubs
upstate New
TV
York.
channel they have going on in there.
Oh yeah,
I thought that was funny stuff on it. Yeah.
I got to do their trivia one of these days. I think it's free.
I've
to
done that
subscribe
too.
to
Oh
That's
yeah, I
that.
do
fun.
like the touchscreen trivia.
They have
Yeah,
movie
exactly.
trivia or
Yeah.
Disney trivia,
That'd
and
be
you play
fun.
against other tables.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, maybe sometime in 2021, 2022, and we can.
Yeah,
yeah.
COVID's
Yeah,
over.
someday.
'Cause I have a B-Dubs just down the street. I mean, actually, it's a pretty clean one. The floors are only sticky on Wednesdays.
For Wing Wednesday.
And weirdly
Yeah,
enough,
Wing
we do this show
Wednesday.
on Tuesdays. So
Yeah.
Well,
Very
they do.
popular.
I have to go. They on Thursdays. It's buy one get one. So
Didn't you
you can
guys
get-
go to it when you were here visiting? When you guys were in the hotel in near where Keith and I
Oh,
are?
Yes, we did.
I think you went there
Oh,
for
that's
dinner.
right.
Yeah, we did when.
You guys were staying out
yeah.
here. That was that weekend we went to Joel's and stuff. I think.
yeah.
Oh yeah. Did we?
it was-
Was that what everyone was eating somewhere else? Or I don't remember what.
One of the
We
nights.
just-
Yes,
we
yeah,
branched
I
off
forgot
and-
how it is that we
And then we
ended
met
up.
up later and
Yeah.
then we hung out.
That sounds right. Yeah.
We were probably craving cocktails, and they were going to a beer place.
That's what
I
it, I
can't
bet
do
that's what it
beer.
was.
I think you ate and then you or some. I don't know. I don't remember. I think you
Is
went
that
out
when we
at
went
some
to that
point.
Mexican
We probably did
place
get our Long Island.
after Keith on their way to your house?
That's what.
Bob?
That's. I bet that's
that
what it
night?
was.
That was a
I
good
think
night.
it was.
That might have been that night.
That was
the
a good
pinball
Mexican
night.
Yeah.
And Vonnie
Yeah.
and Nick were there and
At
Till.
Keith's
And
house. Yeah.
I just talked to Till today. Yeah. He's
I'm
he
trying to
misses
figure out
he
what
misses
he
hanging
does.
out and playing arcade games with his friends like Keith and I, but it's like COVID, you know? It's like
Yeah. I'm trying to figure out what Till does. I know he does, like, he's a composer, right? Does music and
Yeah.
stuff.
he does a lot of different things, but he works with social media people
Yeah, I was
and,
gonna say.
and helps them come up with song because he's a songwriter.
Right.
So he'll help them develop songs that work with their voice and their
Because I follow him
style,
on Instagram.
yeah.
And he does these, like, the last few months. He does these
motivational
posts.
kind of
Yeah,
things.
it's
and
like, what's going on? I don't
yeah,
know.
I think he's makes kind of some motivation stuff too. I'm not
Yeah.
sure, but yeah, and that's that logo you see everywhere. That's my logo I made for him.
Did you? Okay.
Yeah, yeah, I like that. It's all over his microphone and his background and on
I
his
did see
shirt.
that,
and
Yeah.
I was like, I made that logo.
Yeah.
Yeah. So no, Till's cool. So yeah, he just misses hanging out with arcade friends. I'm like, yeah, I hardly ever see Keith. You know, we try to keep our visits just, you know, once in a while, just in case, you know.
Yeah.
We don't wear masks, but see, he kind of works and doesn't interact with people either. Like I work at home, he works in an
Keith or
office.
Till?
Both. They both,
Right.
you know, just work on their own usually. So, but yeah, so hopefully, yeah, we don't have any asymptomatic COVID stuff. That's my
Right.
biggest worry is giving it to somebody or getting it that from someone who doesn't know they have it and they don't have symptoms. It's just
Well, what they say,
scary.
like 40%, COVID people that are asymptomatic. I think is a statistic. Yeah.
I have heard California's gone way down in cases and stuff though, so that's a good thing. Because right, Carrie?
Oh, that's a
Yes.
first.
Yeah, and Gak, have you heard that too? California's gone way down, and other southern areas and stuff are spiking, but we're going down.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
I
good.
think 10 to 2% rate or something as far as cases. So that's good. So yeah, it's I can't wait to get through this year. Ugh.
Right. Yeah.
It's just
I think I speak
Fast
for everybody when
forward.
I say fuck COVID.
Yeah.
Just saying.
I think about 2020. Like, have you seen in the movie Bachelor Party, where Tom Hanks is in that movie, where they have a big bachelor party and they go pick up their old friend who's like suicidal, and every time they ask him about his wife, he's all, "She's nothing. She's shit. She's a bitch. I hate her. Fuck her." Ah! He starts like freaking out every time her name comes up. That's how I think of 2020.
I love that movie. That's so funny.
You know what I'm talking about, Andrew?
Yeah, I totally- I
Because
love
she's
that
nothing.
movie.
She's a bitch. I fucking hate her. Like, I'm sorry I brought her up. Jesus. Yeah. 2020 can suck it.
Yeah. Fast forward.
Yeah, my wife texted me the other day and she forwarded something that said worst numbers, and it starts out with the number 13, and it goes to the number, and it goes to number 666, and it's 2020. Oh please.
Hold my beer.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, you ain't got shit.
It's forever going to be known as like this the worst
Yeah.
year ever, though. You know, just everything. It's just
Sounds
awful.
about right.
We're gonna see
I
him
hope-
like I remember the 20s, you know, like that
Yeah.
show, like I
Yeah.
love the 80s, but they won't say I love the 20s.
I haven't even started
Yeah.
the 20s.
They're gonna
yet.
talk about how much shit I hated in the 20s.
Yeah, hopefully it's only 2020.
It's
Yeah.
yeah,
It
it'll
just
be
gets
part
better
of
from here.
21.
Jim, knock on wood right now.
We'll
you
see
jerk.
what
Yeah.
we'll see what
Don't
happens
jinx
in
us.
November.
Oh, we're all gonna take the
No.
vaccine that hasn't properly been tested, and we're all gonna grow arms out of our sides and
Did you hear?
shit
Oh
blood
shit! I
for
don't
a
want to
month.
get. I don't want to get too
Blood for
political. But did you hear the
Wait.
the,
So do we disclaim this?
sure.
What?
We might get a little bit political now. We've already
Just
stepped
I'm
into
just
No, we
gonna
shouldn't.
I just got
Trump-
one comment that relates where Trump was doing his speech at the
I didn't say the
don't
T
start
word.
shit.
Already.
Don't start shit.
and
All right, so if
he's
you're
like-
watching, you don't want to hear this shit, just tune out right now.
yeah. Bye.
Go.
He's
Hold on,
like
what are our
he's
viewers
like
at? Oh,
he's
dropping.
promising. He's like there will be a vaccine before the end of the year, maybe sooner. And it's like there'll be a vaccine by the end of the year, maybe sooner. There is no sooner than by the end of the year. It's just like
Well, maybe
how-
next week.
how can it be? Yeah,
There could be a vaccine today.
but that wouldn't be
Maybe in an hour
by the
from
end of the
now.
year, would it? Yeah.
I'm not using the T
In
word
the
on the
next
show
12
You
anymore.
can't-
weeks or maybe sooner. Yeah.
You can't break
Yeah.
down speeches that our glorious president makes because there's fucking. It's so easy.
But the funny thing is, he's reading off a
It's not real.
teleprompter too. That's it. That's the thing.
But he goes rogue. I'm pretty sure someone's sitting
Yeah.
there typing, going, "Fuck no,
Like, who's
fuck."
never
That's not
seen
what
the-
it says.
But they were doing that same shit when when GW was
It
president.
doesn't
too.
matter.
You just go
Yosemite was
rogue.
on the Yosemite was
Yeah.
on the
So-
the
Here's a
teleprompter.
question:
So
Can you
is
still get
Thailand.
regular sick, or is everything Corona?
Yeah. I saw that.
Can you still get regular sick, or is everything Corona?
What's regular sick?
The flu.
Old.
Yeah.
Flu. Catch anything, but
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, there's
Is that really a
plenty.
question?
But you don't want to combine them.
course.
That's the thing. What
Yeah.
if you get like
Yeah.
the flu and then you get coronavirus a week later? You know what you are? Dead.
Yeah. And, you know,
Yeah,
you
apparently
get
it's-
corona and the flu and herpes and AIDS, and
Chicken pox.
it's a really bad week.
So everyone should get their
So
flu
yeah,
shot.
you can
Apparently
get
they're out
multiple
now.
things.
So
I'm
At
afraid to
least
take
we
the
have
flu
the-
shot. Should we take the flu shot this time? I don't
I'm taking
know.
the flu shot.
I've
Yeah.
never done
I
one.
get it every year.
I don't. Every time I get
They
it, I
should
get
hand
sick.
out. They should hand out bingo cards for symptoms, and then you're like, if you get a
That's
bingo,
right.
you're
You
fucked.
know, bam, bam, bam. Go. Bam.
COVID.
COVID.
Who had
So-
the flying monkeys for 2020?
You're off the census. Good luck.
Yeah.
Mark, I was like you with the flu shot, where each time I would get it, I would end up getting
get
sick,
sick?
and I would
Yeah.
like screw it.
That's why I don't do it anymore. Yeah.
But okay, so I don't know when the last time is that you did the flu shot, but
Years.
okay, so you might have had you. What I discovered one year out of a fluke because my mother, so I stopped doing the flu shot because I was like, I'm tired of getting sick. And then one
Yeah.
year it was really bad, handful, probably about like 4 years ago or something.
Mhm.
And my mom was like, please, please, please. Oh, every people are dying. You have to take the flu shot. And I got some flyer from my insurance company because they didn't want me to go to the hospital and be sick for a long time and cost them a lot of money. So they're like, you can get a free flu shot, but it had to be and they said preservative. It had to be the preservative-free flu shot.
Mm.
And I was like, wonder what that's about. So I go to the pharmacy and they're like, oh, okay. And so they, oh, we don't have that one. I had to go somewhere else, I think, that year. But I got the flu shot and I didn't have a reaction and I didn't get sick.
Really?
And then,
So it was
then I started
something in
act-
the generic
Yes.
shot
So I
that
actually
was causing you to be
was
sick.
exactly, I was reacting to the preservative. And I think that so I started asking for the preservative free, and it would be a refrigerated one. And I would not react. And then I think it was last year or the year before they said that now I think they're supposed to all be preservative free because I asked and they're like, oh, they're all preservative free. I still asked just in case. But
Mm.
yeah, I remember like the year that
Yeah, because all the ones up here are well, the ones in my area. Like I go to the same. We get them at the pharmacies up here.
yeah,
or
yeah,
at least
here too.
by
It was
me.
Walgreens. Yeah. is where
Yeah.
I got
Okay.
mine.
Yeah. So I just go to the local mom and pop shop that's like 20 feet from my work, and go in and it's like, oh yeah, they're all like. I told them I had the same thing. I was getting sick 2 or 3 days after I had the shot,
Yep.
and I was coughing and I was wheezing and whatnot, making noises.
I don't
as
know.
the
I'm
expert
worried
called,
when it
and-
skips the testing phase and injecting it inside monkeys.
Yeah.
I'm
Oh, we all
afraid.
came from monkeys. Come on now.
Yeah, inject it in some monkeys first, then I'll take the thing.
But I think 2 years ago they actually kept the shots. That they took us into the little room there, and they loaded the needle and put it in, and it all came out of a basically a mini fridge.
Yeah.
And it was all refrigerated because it was preservative free. So
Yeah, I
like
was
a
amazed.
hyper sensitive allergy to
Yeah, and I think it's a mercury based and yeah, I would get aches. I would be achy feet. Like I felt terrible.
Yeah,
I lost
I
work.
felt like I had the flu. It would last
Yeah.
what 3-4 days,
Yeah.
and then I'd be okay
Yeah.
for a bit.
And
Yeah.
horrible aches. It was awful. And then ever
Yeah.
since I've done the preservative free, I've not reacted at all.
Okay.
Okay, so if I get a
So,
flu shot, I'm
another
doing
one.
preservative free.
Yeah, be sure
Yeah.
to ask.
No MSG either.
Yeah.
No MC.
Get the free range.
There's enough
cage-free-
preservatives in your
Yeah.
food.
Free range
Oh.
chicken shot.
I
The
want the free range
grass-fed.
cage-free
Let's
flu
just get
shot.
that
Yes,
salmonella
yeah,
going
yeah.
there.
None of that
Grass
vegan
finished.
shit, though.
salmonella.
We need some.
Yeah,
We still
needs to
need
be the
some
grass
good
finished.
solid protein in there.
Yeah.
I get the cholesterol shot.
Milk-fed veal.
I didn't realize there was like a menu you could order for the fucking flu
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
shot. Like,
You want the mild or the hot?
can I get the bacon one?
And right back to
A
the
little bit
wings. Nice,
spicy.
Jim.
5-star?
I like it when we're watching Grandma's Boy where they go to that.
What?
You cut out.
You cut
Yeah.
Your microphone's dead.
Right when you
Mock.
said you're like, I love Grandma's
Good
Boy
joke.
when
Can't
they
hear you, Mark.
I was
You
like
muted.
muted. Yeah. We lost you.
Done. Yep.
He's-
we can hear you.
Can't hear you.
When
You're
Jesus
done.
give us a
Comcast.
signal when we should
It's
laugh.
Comcast.
Yeah, exactly.
I had two friends of mine in the Minecraft universe. They both had issues with the Comcast, and yeah, it was not fun.
That's what I have. Yeah.
No,
What
we
I
had
used to
a,
have. Comcast was good for me for
They're
15,
kind of
15
yeah,
15
they're the big
years, They were
giant.
good
Mhm.
Hello.
until they started jacking up the prices. Hey, welcome
Sorry,
back.
Mark.
Yeah.
Sorry, Mark. What were you going to say?
Oh, this.
Yeah.
That's what it sounded like.
Art, when you
Yeah, yeah. If you hold still, and then I can see stuff moving in the background. Doesn't work.
No. Next time, turn off your RGB fans.
give him the breathalyzer. Maybe we should go back
Oh,
to
we
talk
don't
about
need one of
Disney.
those.
Carrie's dog. Dogs have to stay still and not walk by.
Yeah, I know. Right?
Like
yeah.
how that's going to
All of a
happen.
sudden we hear Kaya barking.
Yeah, or the tail goes by in the air.
So,
you're
Mark,
all-
you were
Just
saying
clips the microphone.
Grandma's Boy?
Yeah.
Grandma's
Oh.
Boy? What?
You want me to finish that?
Yeah,
Oh,
what was,
please.
what's,
Yeah,
what's the
that's-
thought?
I was talking about Grandma's Boy, where they went to the restaurant, and they wanted to have like the fat put into the food. Remember, David Spade was the funny weird.
Yeah, the waiter.
Oh,
Yeah,
fuck you guys.
no MSG.
Yeah,
Bullshit.
yeah, nothing in it. So and the stuff on the menu sounded just awful.
Yeah,
The tofu cakes. And
that's right.
Eight Ball Paul says the flu vaccine conspiracy theorists took out Mock.
Oh no.
But he's back. He's
I'm
over
back.
it now.
I'm okay now.
How do you copy and paste in DOSBox?
That's box.
Control C,
Uh,
Control V.
Select, right click, copy.
Control C, Control V.
You may have to use a menu for it. That's DOSBox though. It's weird.
I might not understand those commands on a keyboard.
It's not designed to be a GUI interface.
Sounds like the dark web, Buffett. Get out now while you still can.
Oh shit.
Buffett's got an old
The dark
computer.
web.
He doesn't even have a mouse that can interface with it.
He's still on a 64K modem.
Yeah.
64K. That's pretty solid actually.
Whoops.
14.4.
Was
There we go.
Commodore 64 was 64, wasn't it? That's what the 64 stood for. No,
No, no.
that's just a marketing word.
Nothing to do with a modem.
Is that like 16-bit for Genesis? That means jack
16-bit?
shit.
No, that's not 16-bit.
Can I not be just
That's what it said.
Say 56.
They're a bunch of liars.
They're liars.
64 bytes, not
Yeah, it was
bits,
64
right?
You mean like-
or something like that.
You mean like
yeah.
blast
Yeah.
processing isn't a real thing?
But that was not about modems though.
It's all marketing bullshit words.
No, it was like 14.4, 28, 8, 36.6, 56K.
56.
Yeah,
Yeah.
56. Yeah.
This is- Yeah, that's
Jeez, it looks like Necros
There's
is
nothing to do with
hacking
it.
in the chat right now. Keeps
What do I
doing
do with that?
CDC:/ What the hell, man? That voodoo DOS stuff.
I remember doing DOS a million years ago. I've forgotten all of it. All I remember is the colons, the C's, and type in run,
Backslashes.
Oh, you
backslashes and run.
Yeah.
sweet.
Or
You
the
guys nailed it.
folder name.
Yeah, do something print and it came up on the screen.
That's all I really remember about it. What?
You had
I
to
work,
do
in,
like
I work in
P-
Unix every single day, so like,
You had
it's
to do
Yeah,
like
you laugh,
you guys like
colon,
laughing about like
slash
DOS
to get to
being
your
a pain in the
programs or
ass.
some shit.
Because I don't remember anything on it. I'm not a coder. I'm an
90%.
animator, not a coder.
90% of like what I do
Magic
is
word.
fucking like command line. So it's-
Yeah,
yeah.
that makes my head hurt.
It's totally a C:\\. You got it. Sweet, nice job. For DOS.
Can I work for you now?
CD. And dir.
That's
just
all I
what's in
need to
there.
know.
Yeah, you got it. That's very funny.
You know what I said? What I hated that I would forget stuff in DOS. For like, I forgot where I put the game. Is it /game or /games? Or wait, did I put / the name of the game and then /games? Oh fuck, where is it? Okay, directory. I don't see it there.
CD?
Maybe it's C directory. Oh no, wait, D is maybe I put it on the D drive. No. I lost the game. Fuck it, I'll reinstall it.
8 hours later.
2 hours
Right?
later.
Yeah, 8 hours later and like 14 fucking floppy disks later.
Yep.
Windows 95. I still
Just-
have it in the
just to
cupboard
pay a
over
really
there.
crappy version of
23
Ghostbusters.
discs.
Oh,
Good-
Ghostbusters by
Yeah.
David Crane, that asshole.
Yeah.
Good thing I backed up Netscape Navigator to 13 floppy disks.
That's
Yeah.
Pack it up. Or you could just go into a software etc. and get like a CD-ROM for free right on the
Yeah.
counter. Netscape Navigator or AOL. Which one do you want?
Yeah, go for Netscape.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Shockwave player.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
How about Real Player?
People talking about Flash just like not long ago died officially.
gone.
They just
Yeah.
killed it
Yeah.
finally.
I gotta update my website. It's
Shockwave.
got Flash all over it.
Oh my god!
Oh, guess what?
You
It
can't
don't
even
work
load
no
the
more.
plugin anymore.
I'm just gonna swap them with JPEGs. Fuck it.
GIFs. Just do GIFs. It's fine.
Or GIFs, whatever. Some image. Yeah, crank out my Dreamweaver WYSIWYG bullshit thing.
Dreamweaver.
Because I'm not a coder. I know Andrew laughs at me, but that's what I do. I'm not a coder.
I was going through my head
Dreamweaver is
too.
embarrassing.
I'm a big amateur when it comes to that shit.
I used to just use the
Dreamweaver was
Notepad and
embarrassing when it
HTML.
came out.
It still is. Don't worry. It doesn't do anything you want it to either.
No.
It sucks. I'm so frustrated with it. It's hard to keep tables in place and
What do you mean tables?
whatever they're called, or columns or whatever they are, just to keep shit locked
Lines?
down. No, not lines.
Applets.
But tables? Did you say like was this fucking 1996?
Yes.
Tables.
Yeah.
Two.
All right,
What do you mean you're only ordered 2?
Hopefully some front end developer. I'm not even a front end developer. I'm a back end developer. But like hopefully some front
Yeah,
end
you are.
developer. The IRC will fucking laugh at my jokes. But
Are you
That was
top
pretty
or
quick,
bottom?
I think he
The
just
real
answered
question. Yeah.
I'm flexible.
What day of the week is it?
Depends on how many helpings.
What month is it? Oh shit, it's September. God damn. All right.
That's my top month.
Little boys have penises.
What the hell? Is he grown up now?
Right?
Jim used to play that one more often. A little kid sound
No
like.
penis.
It's that
This
time of the
one-
night,
Actually,
folks.
this is Gaxer.
Boys have a
Yeah.
vagina. Girls have a penis.
Gotta keep the
and you
laughing
did that
in.
in like 10 seconds.
That's the gender swap version.
Yeah. That's today's PC version.
It's still PC, yeah.
Yeah.
You have to play both now, so everyone gets their equal screen time. Oy.
Oh,
Well-
oy vey.
Yeah, I'm ready to call it a night.
Yeah.
I'm pretty beat.
I'm yawning. I apologize.
I gotta go.
All right, so
That's
tonight's
snoring.
movie is what are we watching, Andrew?
We'll see. If well, we've already picked the movies for next week.
Yes.
If we're not going to do those ones, we'll do.
No, we're gonna do
Bill and
those. We're doing Bill and
But-
Ted's.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna,
we
I'm gonna,
got-
I'm
we
gonna
got
do
Keith.
everything I possibly can to make Bill and Ted happen. Unless
Yeah.
someone raises a proper stink.
Rufus.
It will.
We'll
be
ask
okay.
Who's gonna
we'll
raise
ask
the
in our
stink?
Discord.
I mean,
We'll ask
just saying.
we'll ask the people in Discord. Hey, is it everybody okay with this? And majority.
All-
went,
No. All right. Bye.
All 2 of you, 3 of you, 4 of you.
Yeah,
But
we
it's
already
also-
got Nick.
I just love
It's
how
also-
I get home
it's
from work
also
at like 3 in the morning.
and-
And there's still like 3 people on
We're still watching movies.
online, still watching movies.
Yeah, there'll be a
Like-
4th movie. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. It is.
Then I
it's-
wake up at 10 and the same 3 people are still on.
It's slightly predicated. I have the first 2 movies, but it's slightly predicated on the fact that I can get the 3rd movie into and we can watch it. So
You will.
give me some time.
Yeah.
We've got a couple days.
Well,
so.
if it's like Amazon Prime or
I just
whatever, you
talked
could
to
just
Keith
share your
about it.
screen. Just share the.
I don't.
The
yeah,
browser.
We don't have to talk
Right.
about.
We're gonna properly rent it.
Technical details
legally.
here don't actually matter. Just give me a couple days. If I have
Yep.
an issue, we'll talk about it.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, it's all good.
Yep.
So
All
join
right.
us and have
But-
some fun.
I think ideally, yes, the plan is that we're fucking derailing movie night for Saturday to hopefully do Bill and Ted's 1, 2.
Well, it is Labor Day weekend. Why not?
That's the plan.
Oh,
Right.
for you guys.
Well,
We got to fund
Well,
Alex
we're-
Winter.
sorry, Seabart.
Yeah.
We
You
can't
get
do
one
all of
extra-
your holidays too.
You get 1 extra day of drinking.
Okay, well,
Congratulations.
the Monday after Greenfest
Like
is our
Jack.
Thanksgiving, so I have a
Wow.
full day.
I think I've
after.
been drinking like every single night for like the last 5 months straight. Just being honest. Yeah.
I just had this conversation with I just talked to my sister on last Saturday or Sunday, and I was telling her like one of the most difficult things I found with the whole working from home thing is limiting my alcohol consumption. It's really
Yeah.
easy to drink every fucking day, and I'm like, so I've been trying to limit myself to the weekends only. And my sister says, I wait until 4 o'clock.
You're all like,
Yes.
I only do that
Yeah.
on bad
Yeah.
days at work. I don't do it every day.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's funny though. I wait till 4 when I'm off.
I wait until
Yeah.
4.
You look at the clock. Yeah.
on a work day, on a work day, I wait till 4. On a non-work day, 2-ish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I get up.
It-
yeah.
Yeah.
This
There you go.
is about an hour of work. The boss gave me half an hour to do it. Purchase orders.
oh,
There you go. Fun. All right, guys.
Yeah.
So this is 2:38, right?
238, I think. Yeah.
So 238. Thank you for joining us, everybody, and people in IRC. And we will see you next week for more fun shenanigans and a review of Bill and Ted. So go see it. Go see that
Hopefully,
shit.
yeah.
Or join us
see
on
it-
Discord.
Come see it with us. and
Come
we'll
see it with
watch on
us.
Saturday.
No excuses. Yeah. What are you doing Saturday? It's COVID. Fuck.
Fucking nothing.
Get over here. Go to Discord and come join us.
You can get the one bar stool, that corner bar, or are you going to come join us on Discord? Come on.
All right. I'm
I-
already aiming for the right button, so Jim can take us out of here, but I'll not hit the wrong button.
Oh, shit.
I literally, my mouse was already going for the wrong one. I was like,
Yeah.
no.
Play boot
Like,
to the
no,
head or something.
just-
Are you going to kick us all out again, or are you going to go?
No, that's what I was just saying. I'm not going to do it
Keep
the wrong way. Just wait for the music to take us the
We
fuck
were
out.
like, that's abrupt.
I know.
All right, Jim, play us off.
People talking in
There we
movie
go.
shows, people smoking in bed, people voting Republican. Give them a boot to the head.